Hello, welcome. How is everybody? Doing some checks, doing some last second setup. And there's a plant. Hello, plant. Woo, I don't think I've ever gotten ready for something so fast in my entire life. Hello, can everybody hear me? Let's do sound check. Sound setup. Awesome. It sounds like we're good. Let me check. I'm checking my. Hello, who's here? David's here. Jark Sappix is here. I don't know if I've seen you in a live recently. It's so good to see you. Asler's here. Donk Fail is here. Jess is here. Riley's here. Wow. Jacob, Lulzies, I can't keep up. Julie Mistake is here. Fettuccine is here in a live. I haven't seen you in a while. Tyler. Woo. Hi, Amy. Leia. Oh, Rowan, it's so good to see you guys. Hello. Hi, Ashlu. Is that me or is somebody else named Ashlu? Because why do I like that? Bridget is here. Hi, Bridget. I hope you had a nice vacation. Okay. Checking in on my audio for you guys. You'll let me know how it sounds. Okay, so. Okay, testing this. How does this sound? Let me get my speakers on. I don't know why I wore this headband because I need to wear my headphones. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Yes. How does this sound, you guys? How does this sound right here? Okay. All right. I think we're good. Yes. How does this sound, you guys? How does this sound right here? Okay. I think we're good. Hi. Okay, let's chill this music. Ironically, it's called chill. I just want to calm it down a little bit. We're doing good. We're recovering. Okay, let's see. Let's fix this. Can I hide this for now? I would like to. Oh, I can move it? That's crazy. Duly noted. Let me stop. Oh, nope, that puts me tiny. I don't want to be tiny. I want to be big. Let's just stop sharing right now. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Hi, Lady Jeannie. You missed the last live stream, but you're here now. Yes. Oh, okay. So we are recovering. So yeah, because I don't think I've seen you in a little bit, Jar of Sapphics. A lot has happened. So I actually was able to go live quite a bit because we got a viral throat infection. So I had to cancel all my in-person lessons. So yeah, we were all sick, and I think today is our last day of quarantining from everyone because it wasn't strep, so it literally could have been worse. It's just we had a. I don't want to be tiny. I want to be big. That's funny. Yeah, so we're feeling so much better. Last live stream, I was like, ooh, what do I do with all this time? Because I don't do well with just sitting still. I have to do something. Oh, 5-month-old is demanding milk. You better feed that baby, Jacob. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. I thought about having more kids, but after the twins and going through, I think I don't want to revert. So I definitely feel for you, Jacob. 5 months is hard. I think it gets 6 or 7 months is when it started getting better and the schedule started getting better for us. Oh man. Ari, but I think did you go back and watch the Honey Queen stream? If you guys haven't seen my Honey Queen stream, you should go watch it. It was so funny. It was, oh man. It was probably my second favorite to watch. It was one of those that, well, y'all have probably seen it, but it was definitely one of those that made me laugh most of the time. And it was one of the first times that I was rooting for a villain. It was so fun. Sims, Asler, are you playing Sims? I am a Sims addict. I love Sims. I have this one plot of land where each house, I put like a bunch of different houses on it, and each house has a different interior design. It's so, I feel like my YouTube feed is so weird. Like people would be like, what kind of person is watching this? I definitely watch a lot of mom videos, especially if they have more than one kid or if they're twin moms. I watch that. But I also watch interior design shows. I love that. I like watching Sims, like people make Sims and put them through terrible things, because I don't think I could ever have the courage to do that. Pokemon Violet. Are they still making Pokemons? I used to play Pokemon on a Game Boy Advance. I currently have a house with Becky Barnes, and wait, guys, would that be such a fun stream? Me playing Sims and creating all the Star Kids stuff and having them do things. That would be really fun. Definitely off the cuff of this channel, but hey, it's me. I need to start sticking with the vocal coach reacts. Maybe I'll just create a reacts channel where I react to a lot of things. I watch a lot of cop videos too for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, Queen Bee is, I don't think that I really said anything during Queen Bee. It was crazy. Okay, how's everybody doing? How's everyone doing? Oh, there's a lot of different Sims. I just play the Sims on Xbox, whatever pops up. I used to play, I did even have Sims on GameCube Advance. We were talking about me playing Pokemon in GameCube Advance and Game Boy, not GameCube, that was way older because that's a console, right? Game Boy, but anyway. Okay, Lady Genie, enjoy your dog walk. Okay. Mixture of Pathfinder lore videos, musicals, and number blocks on my. There's a lot of simple songs. Simple songs is on mine. We're eating ramen today. Anything? It's lunchtime for Ashley. Some food ASMR. Actually, that's my biggest pet peeve. Oh, hi, Evan. So excited for you to see Abstinence Camps, the first appearance of my personal favorite character, an amazing Angela performance. Oh, yay, I'm so excited. Grace Chastity. Okay, so I know Angela plays Grace Chastity. I've seen people joke with her. So I'm excited to see some more Angela. My Sims, I love to try and break up in-game couples. I once broke up 2 marriages by causing 2 wives to fall for each other and their husbands. Oh no, I can't play Sims 3 without beelining for Ambrosia in my Sims. Oh, I play the Magic one. I play it on Xbox and I play the Magic one. That is so fun. It definitely takes time. You have to kind of go in there farm and get knowledge up to build up. It takes a while to build up skills to do your magic stuff, but it's a pretty cool concept. I definitely built a little witch's cabin. Oh, now we're all gonna, guys, stream's canceled. We're all gonna go play Sims now. Oh no, thank you for the warning. Yes, lunch is great, but I feel like I should set up. I do get like queasy if it's pretty gory, but if it's, I feel like reading it and imagining it is one thing. I don't know. They're really good at painting pictures though, aren't they? All my Sims couples cheat on each other. That said, my backup Halloween costume is just 3D printed Plum Bob headband plus literally any other clothes. What's Plum Bob? Is that SpongeBob? Oh man. Ooh, I just got one of my students to be SpongeBob at a performing arts high school that he's in. He's be SpongeBob for the second time. He was in our production of SpongeBob. Whenever I found out I had to music direct SpongeBob the musical, I was not excited about it. But SpongeBob the musical actually hits pretty good. And a cast can change everything. We had a really fun, chill, no drama cast, and they were a lot of older kids too were playing in it. So it was just a bunch of older kids playing like these really fun childish roles, and that's my vibes. Okay, yeah, you feel spoiled. Hi, Tom. Dev plays, Lil Z's, Val. Guys, okay, are y'all ready to get started? I love chatting with you guys. Oh, Plum Bob is the green crystal. Oh, what? It has a name? And I thought it was blue. Yes, no, it's green. Wow. Yuck warning, not really gore for a scene in Perky Buds. Okay, a friend of mine auditioned for local Heathers with Latte Hate and got Heather Duke. LOL. That's so funny. Wow, Latte Hate. I mean, that's a good audition. Took the baby out to see youth theater production of Music Man. She was enraptured. Aw, I got a little musician there. When my twins were younger, Stella, my daughter, was Matilda in Matilda the musical, and my twins watched the entire time, just fascinated. Okay, one more comment. Had a sim invite a neighbor kid over and then just locked the door and adopted the stray kid. Guys, it's giving honeybee flashbacks. I don't know if I can. Had a bedroom and everything. The kid just started doing chores around the house unasked. Oh no. Joey is so good in Perky Buds, as always. I'm so excited. Okay, on that note, let's get moving. Oh, I need to chill, the chill music. It's literally called chill. It's so funny. Wait, okay, share. I share this with you. I come back. I don't know why I talk. Lewis, you're not that late. We're just getting started. I'm so excited for you to see Grace Chastity. Okay. Yeah, I can hide the overlay. Let me just move this. You're not late. I'm trying to find a place for boom. There you guys go. Y'all have a home now. Chat has a home. Ooh, I've got a song, and it's Starkid. It's da 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 da. Oh, it's the Nightmare theme song. Okay, y'all, I will sit here and chat you guys up the whole time. Joey's voice in Perky Buds makes me laugh. I love his choice. Hoping I don't have to leave the stream. Oh, okay. Well, let's get started. Let's go. Fettuccine says so. Let's go. Okay. Here we go.
Your life is a waning moon.
It's a matter of time.
Don't need to look far to find it. Every story you tell will in pursuit.
It's all in your mind. It's all in your mind.
Look behind you. Hey, what was that? Boo.
I love the rhythm change.
You can hide, but I will find you.
Close your eyes if you don't doze off. Hold your breath so I can hear you.
The trail of tears that you will leave me will make me straight to those that fear me.
You can learn if I catch you, but that time is gonna get you. Take every precaution, babe. Get out the caution tape, 'cause the timer is ticking down.
Do you even understand
The danger that you are in, you're standing on shaky ground.
a victimless crime? A victimless crime. I'm in your head and your back. Nothing that you do about it. It's all by design. All by design.
Right behind you. Where'd he go?
Run, but are you fast enough? You can hide, but I will find you. Close your eyes if you don't doze off. Hold your breath so I don't hear you. The trail of tears that you will leave me will lead me straight to those who fear me. You can run if I don't catch you, but nightmare time is gonna get you. Just run away if you want, if you dare. The nightmare's gonna get you.
Just run away if you want, if you dare. we caught you.
How is this better, guys? Man, that song goes hard. Man, that is such a great theme. Do y'all like, okay, cool. That way, I was thinking about this while I was getting ready about the chat overlay. I really like it too because I can also see, yay. Okay, good. Yay, win. I love wins. Win. All right, let's keep going.
Dawn breaks over a plot of emerald green farmland deep in the heart of Witchwood Forest. Marijuana plants grow tall and strong, swaying gently in the breeze. This is Perky's Buds, Hatchetfield's premier cannabis growers. In an old farmhouse, sunlight peeks through the window and falls onto the face of Emma Perkins. Her eyes flutter open. She hops out of bed, throws open the shutters, and breathes in the crisp, clean air.
Another day in paradise.
Outside, Emma's work boots make tracks in the mud as she strolls the grounds, admiring the fruits of her labor.
Yep. Another perfect day and... You goddamn son of a bitch varmints!
Emma pulls out a rifle.
She just turns into a country bumpkin accent. Right, get off my wow, what was that? Get off my lawn. What the heck was that? I'm normally way better at this. Hi, Tia, you made it. Yes, congrats. Hey, Yami says, congrats to Emma for the pot farm. Did I say that right? Hey, Yami. Hey, Yami Hinata. Oh, I'm sorry, Bridget. I think this might be the win-win for everyone, but I hear you, friend. I hope that you can still see me. Maybe because you don't need live chat anymore. Maybe you can modify your screen. Anyway, that was so funny. Also, who's the bird, I wonder?
Rifle and blasts off 3 rounds at a chubby brown bird munching away at one of her pot plants. The bird rips off another beakful and takes flight.
6! Get them birds!
Back at the house, Emma's summer farmhand, Ziggs, tumbles out of bed.
Oh, shit.
Moments later, Ziggs bursts out the front door. They're wielding 2 pistols, firing wildly. The bird darts through the sky as Emma and Ziggs unload an absurd amount of ammo. It dives and vanishes amongst the crops.
I'm sorry, I love the way they're like when they're like who shoots guns like that? I feel like they should have been like what?
Did we get him?
Nope. Nighthawks. They are wily birds.
Just then, Ziggy's ears perk up. Off in the distance is a faint chanting.
Hey ho, heck no, Perky Buds got it.
What's that?
Hey ho, heck no, Perky Buds.
More varmints.
Out at the entrance of Emma's pot farm, 2 kids from Hatchetfield High march around waving signs and shouting.
Hey ho, heck no, Perky Buds has gotta go.
Emma and Ziggs pull up to the front gate on a large tractor. Emma glares down at the teens. Gabe, a dorky...
Fettuccine says, I love how Lauren just has a gun at home. So I live in Texas and around me is a lot of farm. Like you have to because there are coyotes and wolves. And if you don't protect your stock, then, you know, then you're going to lose all your hard work and stuff. So you got to protect your farm stuff. So it's funny that you said, I love how Lauren just has a gun at home. And this is just, I didn't even think twice about it. Maybe it's just a Texan thing or a southern thing where we have farmland. I'm like, what? You have a gun at home to kill the vermin, the vermin.
Choir boy, and a holier-than-thou church girl notorious for her unrelenting prudishness, Grace Chastity.
Sometimes I cannot with them, especially Angela. Like, why? Just why? Is she getting into character?
What do you want, Grace?
What do I want? I want a town that's safe from your drugs. This devil weed isn't just bad for the community. It's threatening the checkered tail Nighthawk population. Yesterday I found one so stoned he wouldn't get out of the road. It caused a traffic jam. People were late, Emma. Late to church.
Look, I don't want these damn birds eating my crops either.
Yeah. I mean, we just tried to shoot one.
Shoot one? Are you high?
Checkered tail Nighthawks are a protected species. They only live on this island. If you harm one of those majestic creatures, then we might just have the legal authority to shut you down. Hey, ho, heck, no. Perky Buds has gotta go.
Did I mishear that, Ziggy, or was that a threat?
No, it sounded pretty hateful to me, Perky.
We don't take too kindly to threats around here. Ziggs, get these nerdy prudes off my property.
With pleasure.
Latched to the back of the tractor is a wood chipper. Ziggs flips it on and tosses a bag of manure into the feed. Vroom. The fertilizer sprays out the discharge chute, raining down on Grace and Gabe. They drop their signs, hop on their bikes, and retreat. Ziggs turns off the machine and smiles.
It's the simple things, you know?
That evening, Emma and Ziggs sit on the porch passing a joint and watching the sunset over their glorious harvest.
Look at it, Ziggy. My dream.
It is beautiful. What was I saying?
You know, I used to grow and sell my own weed in high school. Not sure exactly who coined the name, but no one could get enough of Perky Buds. It was the cleanest, purest, most cerebral high.
Oh, your legend, Em. Tales of your weed echo through Hatchetfield High to this very day.
Well, ever since then, all I wanted to do was share that high with the world, you know? And when I graduated community college and unlocked my inheritance, I found out my parents owned all those acres of witchwood. It's like it was meant to be. It'd be perfect if it weren't for those goddamn Nighthawks.
Okay, so typically in these storylines, I'm wondering where Paul is, if this Emma got to meet Paul yet, but maybe that's just the romantic in me.
Eating my weed.
Emma, what are we gonna do about him?
I don't know, Ziggy. Listen to him out there. Laughing at me. Fucking birds. Alright. Let's order some donuts.
The next day, Ziggs stands alone in the field pruning the plants, occasionally puffing a joint, when suddenly, a voice pipes up.
Hey, pass that J, dude. Don't bogart that shit.
Huh?
Ziggs turns one way, then the other. There's no one there. They scratch their head, confused. Then they notice a nighthawk perched on a nearby bit of fencing.
Now, did you just say that, or did I think it?
The nighthawk stares at them blankly.
Listen, little buddy, you can't keep eating this stuff, alright? I'm gonna have to shoot you, and I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm a vegan.
The bird cocks its head.
Aw, don't look at me like that. Fine. Let's just keep this between us, alright?
Ziggs takes a big hit off their joint and blows smoke into the nighthawk's face. The bird breathes it in and ruffles its feathers happily.
All right, there.
I'm sorry. What am I watching?
There. Now, I'm cutting you off.
Then, another voice calls out.
Hey, you.
Ziggs turns to see a rough-looking man standing at the edge of Emma's land.
Hey, dude.
3 more equally rugged men saunter out of the woods.
Dudes?
Okay, I think that's James Tolber, if I'm not wrong, and I have not seen much of him, but anytime I've seen him, he just has the biggest, brightest smile on his face. So when you tell me that this is a rough, rugged dude, I'm like, is it though? Look at him. He's happy. He just wants to be friends. Oh no. Weirder. Okay. Buckling up. Thanks for the preparation, guys. Look at all those rugged men.
The first man spits a mouthful of chewing tobacco.
We'd like to have a word with Perky.
She's up at the house, man. That's all the fuck back there.
Then you better move your ass.
Oh, look. Isn't this, like, private property or something?
We insist.
The man lifts the bottom of his flank.
Wait, Nick's an actor. Look at that. Show him this. Show us your teeth. Show us your brat teeth. I just can't. John looks so emo. These are probably 3 of the nicest dudes on the planet. It's just great.
Flannel shirt, revealing a pistol tucked into his jeans.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill, dude. I'll go get her. Peace and love, man. Peace and love.
Moments later, Ziggs stumbles through the front door of the farmhouse.
Hey, Emma, there's a bunch of Republicans out here.
Not Grace again.
No, like scary ones.
The Metzgers.
Emma throws open a storage closet. She grabs a leather belt with 2 holsters and buckles it around her waist. She loads fresh clips into her pistols, then hands a rifle to Ziggy. Back outside, Louis Metzger spots Emma and Ziggs heading his way, packing heat. He smiles with rotten teeth and turns to his brothers.
Well, there she is, boys. The pate hate.
I don't know, Louis. That sounds like you're calling her an attractive toilet.
Shut up, you dumb bastard. Daddy don't like crude humor.
And where is your daddy?
Emma stands at the edge of her property, her hands resting on her guns.
I already said I wasn't gonna talk to you, jizz stains. If Bob Metzger has something to say to me, he can do it himself.
Well, it's your lucky day. And you better watch your mouth. Daddy don't like the word jism.
More of the Metzger clan comes tromping out of the woods, carrying a makeshift litter. Sitting aloft is the family patriarch, Bob Metzger. They set down the old man and he shoos them off with a wave of his hand. He leers at Emma from beneath his wide-brimmed hat.
All right, Emma Perkins. You wanted me. You got me.
Don't you think it's time for the kids to move out, Bob? Get their own place? Maybe in Clivesdale?
My kin stays with their daddy on our land. Land we paid for with blood.
And as long as they stay on that land, we don't have a problem in the world, Bob. But I will not have them harassing my employee. They're creeping around, pulling this deliverance shit. It's nobody's business but mine what I do on my property.
What you've done on your property is an abomination. I don't give a toot about the grass you've been growing. Hell, your great-granddaddy and I made our living running rum across the border. It's what you done with the trees. You cut down acres of them without a thought. of what it might do to this town.
Whoa. You know, I'm sorry, dudes. I thought you were Republicans, but like, hell yes, mad respect. Save the trees.
Not now, Ziggs.
When your great-granddaddy bought this land, he made a solemn vow to tend to it. Protect it, not cut it down. For his sake, I'll give you one final warning. You clean up this shit and go back to the city where you come from, okay?
Guess I'm putting up a fence.
She turns on her heels and walks away from the Metzgers.
You were warned. The innocent must suffer. The guilty must be punished. You must taste blood to be a man.
That night, the moon hangs low in the sky. Inside the farmhouse, Ziggs holds a painting they've been working on for the past 2 weeks. An art student at Hatchetfield Community College, Ziggy is Emma's farmhand and graphic designer.
So, as we all know, the Hatchetfield Honey Festival is coming up, and it is the perfect place to get the word out about our fine product. But if we expect people to leave their friendly neighborhood dealers, we gotta catch their eye. So, say hello to the new official logo of Perky Buds.
They whirl the canvas around to reveal a buxom woman, wearing a potleaf bra, flipping the bird, and riding atop a giant flying joint.
Huh.
Pretty kick-ass, right?
It's like a pinup.
Sex sells, Emma.
No, I don't like that. That's not our brand. Perky's Buds is about raging against the capitalist patriarchy in like a chill way, while still making tons of money. This drawing is like too favoring of the male gaze.
What are you talking about? It's my gaze! And I like tickle bitties.
You know what? Perky shouldn't be a person. Perky
I did
should
not
be
laugh
like
at
a dog. A good dog.
Okay. Yeah, that could work. A dog. With tickle bitties.
Let's put a pin in this for now, huh? We've got more important work to do.
Emma pulls out a baggie of her signature weed.
Like testing the product. Maintain quality control.
Ah, I love this job.
A few hours later, an extremely stoned Emma lies on the couch. She doesn't realize it, but she's been staring in silence at Ziggy's pinup girl logo for the past 30 minutes. Suddenly, the buxom girl winks at Emma, or at least, Emma thinks she does. Emma winks back.
You know what? She's growing on me.
Outside, there's a rustling. Ziggy jumps.
What was that?
I just realized I missed a golden opportunity to pretend to be the pinup. I could have winked. I just want to be a star kid, y'all.
Did you hear something or did I?
Calm down, Ziggs. You're paranoid. It's making me paranoid.
Sorry. I was just, I was thinking about those Republicans from earlier.
What? You think they're gonna come kill us?
No. I was thinking about how they're gonna cancel out my vote in the next election. Oh, but they could kill us, couldn't they? Oh, holy shit! Oh, they could kill us!
Ziggs, relax.
Emma sits up and stuffs a donut into her mouth. She decides the time has come for her farmhand to know the truth. The whole truth.
I would want to play Emma in this one just so that I can eat a donut while acting. That would be gold.
I'm gonna tell you something, Ziggs. The secret of Perky's Buds. You ever wonder why we grow such good weed? I mean, we're terrible farmers.
Oh, shit. Oh, you noticed?
It doesn't even matter. Not even a little. Back in high school, I used to grow pot in my closet. Like, I didn't even know it needed light. I forgot to water it, the dog pissed all over it, but still that weed flourished. And I worked on pot farms all through my 20s, and I was like, why is this so hard for these guys? Growing pot's easy. And then I found out it's not. It's like really difficult. So how was I churning out that top-notch bud when I had no idea what I was doing? I'll tell you. Every plant I ever grew was potted in dirt taken from right here. Witchwood Forest. It's the soil. Things grow here. They grow fast and big and different. The soil here, it's magic.
So, if the soil's magic, then the trees are magic, do you think?
Yeah, jar of sapphics. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, I just hit my computer. I'm sorry. Sorry, are you okay? The music is so chill that I'm ready to sit back. It definitely puts you in kind of, even if you're not chill, the piano will chill you out. You know what I'm saying?
Think that's why those dudes were so mad that we chopped them all down?
Oh, they don't give a shit about trees. They're Republicans. They just want to scare us off the land so they can have all my weed for themselves.
Right.
They're not gonna do shit.
Crack! One of the farmhouse windows explodes and a brick comes hurtling into the living room. The front doors kick down and the Metzger brothers stomp in wielding torches and hatchets.
We warned you, Perky.
Thump! Out in the field, the Metzger brothers slam shovels into the dirt and gaze down at their handiwork. Emma and Ziggs have been almost entirely buried. Only their heads poke out of the ground, like ripe melons.
Look, guys, you're overreacting. We were right about to pack up and leave when you came barging in.
The time for talk is over.
The Metzger kids part to reveal Bob, lounging on his sedan chair, a hatchet laid across his lap.
Bob. Big Bob. Daddy. Let's cut a deal. I'll give you 20%.
Sorry, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Husband's calling. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, guys. My husband's bringing me food and I didn't want to miss out on the food. Does anybody blame me? Yeah, Husband Kennedy. That's his first name, Husband. No, I don't even know his real name. It's just Husband. Okay, let's get back to it. Sorry. Thank y'all for being patient.
Of our annual profits. It's my final offer.
How many trees you think you cut down for this cannabis? Let me explain something to you, Emma Perkins. Some folk in this town are born different. Back in the old days, they called it having a touch of the gift. But whose gift? It is unclean. vile sorcery. It is the sworn duty of the Hatchet Men to collect these freaks and bring them here to be planted. The ritual frees them of their tainted flesh and gives them a new body of bark and leaf. Their roots and canopies make a net to catch all that bad magic, so that it may not seep into the precious skin of any more beautiful babies. When you cut down those trees, you open the floodgates. Now every teeny bopper in town is susceptible to this malady. You took all the power built up in that soil, and you smoked it. Shame on you. Now you will atone. You will be the first in a new crop. All right, boys. Let's clear out all this shit. We got some planting to do.
A tractor roars to life with Carl Metzger at the wheel. He plows directly into Emma's crops. The twirling blades of the front-mounted wheat cutter leave nothing but flattened, shredded pot leaves in their wake.
My weed!
Bob Metzger tosses a shovel to Lars.
Finish burying these two. Put an end to this Perky's Buds. Once and for...
Plop. A glob of white liquid falls from the sky and splats across the front of Bob's shirt.
What the fuck?
He looks down at his chest, then up to a flock of birds circling overhead. Lars points to the splatter of birds.
Yeah, I need to stop muting myself. I'm sorry. Thank you guys. Okay, what did I say? I cannot tell you guys the amount of times that I do that during virtual voice lessons that I teach, because I mute to help out with audio feedback so that I can hear clearly and, coach on what I hear. And I cannot tell you how many times I hear, Miss Ashley, you muted. Yeah, and what really sucks is that I don't know if I can remember what I said. Oh, I was talking about, is Dylan Saunders about to die from bird poop? I am so sorry, y'all. Did they just play Luigi's Mansion theme in the background? Maybe. That's so funny. What was I saying? That's a good point. Yeah, I was talking about... I definitely don't want to be killed by bird poop. That's a really atrocious way to go. But there are worse ways to die, but I don't think I would want that in my eulogy. No more muting, Ashley.
Bird crap on Bob's shirt.
I heard that's good luck, Daddy.
Shut up, you dumb bastard. You have a fixation with fecal matter, and I have had it up to here with you.
Plop, plop, plop. Suddenly, all around them, white pellets begin raining down.
Oh no, is that really what's about to happen? No, I've not seen this before, but I feel like I'm getting better and better at guessing what Nick's going to do, Nick and Matt do with the storyline, because I'm getting to know them really well, and I'm getting to know Star Kid really well. So I'm like, I've seen a few of these before, and this is all I've been watching. So when weird things start happening, this is like watching a version of 1,000 Ways to Die. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I'm really about to watch this death.
Metzger watches as the birds are joined by another flock, flying in from the east, then another from the south. Soon birds swarm from every direction, merging into a swirling avian maelstrom. Spit hangs from Bob's slack jaw. He can hear what must be thousands of birds screaming to each other overhead. And not just any birds. Nighthawks. The Metzgers stare up at the entire checkertail nighthawk population blanketing the sky.
They're gone. Look at them all.
What do they want?
I ain't never seen anything like.
Suddenly, the thousands of nighthawks dive in perfect, horrifying unison. A wave of birds crashes into Louis Metzger, each slashing with their claws, stripping his flesh away bit by bit. In mere moments, Louis is nothing more than a gore-soaked skeleton, ropes of mangled skin hanging from it. Lars Metzger flees.
Oh my gosh, when y'all told me it gets gross, I was wondering if I could get grossed out by, but yeah, Nick is just too descriptive of what's going on that I'm can picture it and I'm grossed out. Yeah, definitely queasy. And I'm just going to set this, over there.
The attacking birds. He dives into a thicket of pot plants, hiding in the dirt, safe, until the enormous tractor tears through the field. Carl is dead at the wheel, torn apart by nighthawks. Lars watches the blades of the wheat cutter whirl towards him. Bob Metzger falls from his sedan chair. The flock engulfs him.
Get out of here! You goddamn birds!
Emma and Ziggs look on in horror as Bob is pecked to bloody bits. Amongst the chaos and the death and the thunder of wings, a shovel comes careening towards Emma and Ziggs. Whack! It knocks both of them over the head. Then, darkness. Emma's eyes flutter open. The morning sun streams in through the window. She rises from her bed, groggily.
Oh, God, my head.
Last night is a blur. She remembers something happened. She looks down to see she's covered in dirt. She walks into Ziggy's room and shakes them awake.
Ziggs, wake up.
Ziggs, too, is filthy from head to toe.
Huh?
What happened last night?
I don't know. I think... Wait, I'm remembering. We got high?
Right. We got high. Wasn't there also, like a fight?
I don't think so.
Yeah. There was. About the logo. I said it shouldn't be a person. It should be a Nighthawk?
Oh, right. Right, a Nighthawk. With tiggle bitties.
Come on. Let's see if we got any of those donuts left.
Emma and Ziggs head for the kitchen, but stop dead in their tracks at the foot of the stairs. Their jaws drop. The entire farmhouse is filled with checkered-tail nighthawks. They perch on every piece of furniture. They cover the shelves and...
That's a lot of birds. I have to sneeze.
Cabinets. The floor is blanketed with them. In unison, the nighthawks turn their heads to the duo. Then one of the birds hops off the couch and waddles toward them.
I'm getting the Raven vibes from Joey right now.
As it does, they hear a voice echo inside their minds.
Good morning, Perky. Ziggs. Are you still as baked as we are?
Emma, I think my brain broke.
I think that all the time. I think my brain broke.
The little bird looks up at them.
There's nothing to be afraid of, Ziggy. We took care of the Metzgers. Don't you remember?
Oh, God.
Images of the previous night come flashing through Emma's head.
It wasn't a dream. You birds killed them.
We had to protect the farm. We couldn't let them destroy the weed. It's good shit, Emma. The best we've ever tasted. In fact, it's the weed that made this conversation possible. Consuming it raised our consciousness to new heights, you could say. We now speak mind to mind.
Oh my god, Emma. Your magic weed made the birds psychic.
Just telepathic, for the time being. If we get high enough, who knows the limits of our mental capabilities? Why, mere months ago, I was a nameless, thoughtless animal. Now, I speak for the flock. I am Ezekiel, elected leader of the checkered-tailed Nighthawks.
My brain is just accepting this. Joey is a bird. No one else can tell me that he's not a Nighthawk. No one. That's that. Joey's a Nighthawk. Period.
Hi, Ezekiel.
So, are you ready to get to work?
Work?
Those men were able to destroy a large swath of the harvest before we could intervene. This is unacceptable. You must plant more. And now that the Metzgers are gone, you may expand the farm into their land as well. This will please us, and so it is good. We must have more weed.
The Nighthawks began hopping up and down, chirping. More weed.
More weed. More.
Okay, we get it. You guys are jonesing. But there are, like, human laws we have to consider. That's not my property.
Human laws are irrelevant. They mean nothing to us birds. We shit on your institutions. We rage against the capitalist patriarchy.
Hell yeah.
It concerns us that you've slept until 9:30. You're losing precious daylight. Don't you think you should get to work?
Work?
Work. Work.
Yeah, well, get right on that.
Out in the field, Ziggy prunes the crops while Ezekiel and a dozen other Nighthawks look on.
Ugh, I can't believe this. Growing weed for a bunch of birds. Nothing in the Craigslist ad about this.
Ziggy pockets their shears and starts back to the farmhouse.
Where do you think you're going?
To drop a deuce?
What does this mean? To drop a deuce?
To take a shit?
Ezekiel turns to one of his bird companions.
Humans puzzle me, Isaac.
So I'm just gonna go back to the house and drop that deuce.
No, this is unacceptable. The time spent walking to the house and back will be wasted. You will do as us birds do.
Ezekiel lifts his tail and drops a poop splatter without missing a beat.
Quickly, efficiently, then back to work.
So you want me to just shit? Right here?
Of course.
Oh, I'll hold it.
But this will cause you discomfort and slacken your pace. Unacceptable. You will shit. Right now.
Oh, man.
As the sun sets...
This is so stupid. This is so stupid. What? Oh my gosh. Oh no, ugly laugh. Oh, that was the ugliest laugh I've ever done. Oh. Okay.
An exhausted Emma and Ziggs trudge back to the farmhouse, dozens of watchful Nighthawks circling overhead.
Emma, this is bogus. They made me...
I know. Shit on the ground in front of them. From now on, we're gonna have to watch where we step.
Look, you better do something about these birds, or you're gonna lose your farmhand and your graphic designer.
I'll think of something.
When they get back to the farmhouse, they find Ezekiel sitting in a rocking chair on the front porch.
We're displeased by your progress today. You'll do better tomorrow.
He cocks his head at the two disheveled humans.
You seem fatigued.
We've been working non-stop all day. We're tired.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. We can't do anything if we're hungry. And wouldn't you know it, There's not a scrap of food in the house.
Oh, I've got some chips in my room.
Shh. We need to go into town to get something to eat, so we can work. No foodie, no worky.
This is unacceptable.
Well, it's gonna have to be acceptable.
If you leave, you will be tempted not to return. You may seek help. You may bring other humans with guns. Humans who can aim. You will never go into town again.
But
You will eat as us birds eat. We will care for you, nourish you. And you will use your opposable thumbs to grow weed. This is the contract. It is what we desire, and so it is good. Now, which
I think I'm too empathetic because I'm feeling a little trapped. I'm feeling a little helpless. So I'm taking a moment to ground myself, to remember that I am Ashley. I am in the real world and not on a Zoom call doing nightmare time, and I am not in nightmare time. Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm reading. Oh no, I think I have to mute in a bit. It's funny how I'm fully chill with gore and psychological horror, but I can't handle this episode. I wonder if it's because of this, if you're empathetic. They buried important lore inside the most disgusting and silly episode ever. Okay, yes. So I am not going to lie. It's not my favorite. I can see where it could be people's favorite. I feel uncomfortable. It is draining, right? Stargood is good at building an atmosphere. It's really cool. That's true. It's like you can't knock it. It's just if this was a museum and we're looking at all of like these videos on display, I would look at this one time and I will probably never come back to this. Yeah, where's Webby? I don't know what a Mito is.
of you will be fed first?
look, a contract needs to be negotiated.
Her. Nighthawks. Feed Emma.
Suddenly, hundreds of Nighthawks descend on Emma.
Whoa, hey, what are you doing?
The masses of birds stick their talons into her mouth, prying it open. Then, all at once, the birds began blasting Emma with projectile vomit. Within less than
Attempting not to holy cow. I was like, it should be fine. I can't even say some words now. I feel like if I said EAT, it would make me VOMIT. Hey, I can spell it. I'm very queasy right now. I can't. I'm really sorry. If I have to get through this because I'm going to brave it, but I'm looking at the time and how much time is left of this. Okay. Ooh, yeah. I would not blame you guys if y'all like stepped out for a second. Yes, you warned me, and I'm so thankful. Normally, I'm not okay with spoilers, but this one there's certain things that I do need to be aware of. So thanks for the warning for me and for everyone. It is Donk Fail. That is way harder. Donk Fail said, just don't visualize it. And that is so hard for me to do. I visualize things when listening to music, when people are talking to me. I live in another visual world in my head. Okay, I can't wait for Abstinence Camp. I really can't. Yeah. No, I'm not going to skip ahead. I'm going to be brave. Andrew Shirley just got done with lunch. Andrew Shirley, I don't know. Maybe you should let it digest before you pop back in. We're in a really gross spot. This is Perky Buds, Andrew. I don't know if you've seen this. Oh, I feel so bad. This is the worst. Okay. I don't want to skip. I'm not going to skip. I'm going to be brave and I'm going to keep it all in.
In a second, her mouth is overflowing with a frothy soup of bugs, chipmunk bones, and worm guts. Then the horde of birds releases her and scatters into the air. Emma collapses, spitting, retching.
Very good, Emma. Now you, Ziggs.
No, dude, no, I'm not hungry.
Ziggs backs away, but the birds surround them as well. They latch onto Ziggs's body, forcing their mouth open.
No, I can't do this. You're so shitty for vegan.
The Nighthawks proceed to fill Ziggy's mouth with buckets of piping hot vomit.
Oh, no!
Ziggs falls to the ground beside Emma. Ezekiel is pleased.
Now, go to bed. Rest. Tomorrow you will work harder.
Okay.
The two rise miserably and shamble toward the farmhouse. Ezekiel stops them.
Not upstairs. The barn is acceptable for you. The house is ours now. We're going to get stoned and watch Netflix. Preferably something about birds.
That night in the barn, Emma paces frantically while Ziggs lies on a pile of hay rolling a joint.
Okay. Perky's Buds is my dream. I'm not gonna let it get hijacked by a bunch of birds. How are we gonna get rid of them?
Oh, I don't know. We could get a cat.
Oh, Lord.
Right? Cats chase birds.
Right? Oh, but there are thousands of these birds. We need at least, 1,000 cats. And what if the cats start eating the weed? Then the cats will get smart, and then we'll be working for a bunch of cats.
Well, then we can just get 1,000 dogs to chase off the cats. Doesn't matter if the dogs get smart, because dogs are nice, and they'd never do this to us.
Well, we can't even get to the car, so this is all a moot point. What else could scare off birds? Scare birds. Scarecrow? Scarecrow.
No, but these aren't crows, Emma. They're nighthawks.
Doesn't matter. They're dumb birds. This is gonna work.
I don't know.
Look, we just need to distract them long enough to reach the car. Then we can go get all those cats.
Right. You know what? We should just get the dogs too while we're out.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh man. Riding in the car with all those dogs. This is gonna be so fucking fun.
Alright, let's make this Scarecrow. Give me your clothes.
Emma grabs Ziggy's shirt and tries to pull it over their head.
No, this is my Grateful Dead tea, Emma. It's my fave.
So what? We need it for the Scarecrow. Oh, here.
She picks up a burlap sack and tosses it to Ziggs.
You're the artist. Draw a face on that bag.
An hour later, Emma stands in her long johns, looking at a scarecrow she's constructed by stuffing their clothes with straw.
Okay. This is okay. I'd be scared of this guy.
She looks to see how the face is coming along. Ziggs sits, taking a hit from their joint and putting the finishing touches on a pleasant, completely non-threatening face.
Ziggy! What the hell? Why does he look so friendly? You'll make him scary! Give him angry eyes and sharp teeth!
Emma, this whole plan hinges on those birds believing this is a real guy. Nobody is gonna believe this dude in a Grateful Dead tee is walking around looking all hateful and shit. No, he's a deadhead, bro. He's gotta be cool as hell and chill as fuck.
Fine. Just hurry.
Later, with the finished scarecrow in hand, Ziggs and Emma peek out the barn door.
Alright. Coast is clear. Come on, let's plant him.
The two run out and stake the scarecrow in front of the farmhouse. Inside, the Nighthawks are stoned and distracted, gathered around the TV. They're watching an episode of Planet Earth. On screen, a bird of paradise hops and bobs, performing a mating dance. Ezekiel is scandalized.
Oh. Well, this is just porn now.
The next morning, the entire flock is gathered around a mysterious stranger who appeared sometime during the night. He stands motionless in front of the house. He wears a Grateful Dead tee and a pair of women's pants. A pleasant expression is painted on his face.
Who is he? Where did he come from?
I don't know. I cannot hear his thoughts. His mind is so vacant.
I'm frightened, Ezekiel. Perhaps we should leave.
And let this man smoke our weed? Isaac, never speak to me again. I shall handle this.
Ezekiel hops toward the intruder.
You there! Stranger! From where do you fare?
No response.
You will answer me, human, or the consequences will be most severe.
Again, the figure remains silent. The other Nighthawks begin chattering amongst themselves. The stranger says nothing.
He defies Ezekiel. Perhaps Ezekiel is weak. Perhaps we could all defy him.
Ezekiel flaps his wings at them, angrily.
I can hear your thoughts! Silence! Silence!
Sorry. I don't know if the music is doing this. I thought I heard a thump, thump, thump. I don't know if that was in the video or not, but also Falcor's growling. So give me a moment. Just a moment. Why are we growling? Stop growling. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I think that my neighbor was just cleaning out his trash can or something, but I feel like we're not even watching a scary movie. I'm just that uncomfortable. Oh, what was in that ramen? Yeah. Okay, I feel like y'all tell me I need some there's not a lot of comedic relief in this. I've been laughing and I've definitely had a really ugly laugh, right? But I think I don't have, it's just gross and icky. And this one didn't have a lot of, it needed some more comedic gold, I think, because it's just disturbing right now. It's hard to be a fan of shock horror who dislikes the type of psychological gross out stuff. Say what you want about this episode, but the acting is chef's kiss. The acting is great. They're doing a really good job of making us uncomfortable. I've never watched the first part of this Nightmare Time episode, so this is super fun for me too. This is true. This is definitely true. I'm queasy and I'm not even scared. It's literally, I'm really trying to explain all the emotion. I'm kind of disgusted, grossed out, and uncomfortable and feeling claustrophobic and trapped. It is so funny. I mean, that's part of the reaction, right? I definitely am trying to. So me and my family went on a walk this morning and I was trying to encourage my daughter because the last leg of the walk is always the hardest, especially going uphill. And I was like, you got this, girl, trying to encourage my daughter. And I find myself giving myself the same encouragement, trying to get through the last bit of this episode. I'm going to do it though. We're going to do it.
Emma and Ziggs peek out of the barn. Their scarecrow is working like a charm.
Okay, they're distracted. Let's go, go, go!
They make a break for Emma's car. Meanwhile, Ezekiel's patience with the scarecrow has worn thin.
All right. I gave you fair warning. Nighthawks, attack.
The birds do not take wing, however. They remain perched, apprehensive. Ezekiel glares at them.
Well?
The flock stares back, unmoving.
Cowards!
One Nighthawk leans to his fellows.
Would Ezekiel send us to do what he dares not? I wonder if he truly speaks for this flock.
Sensing that he could have a full-blown mutiny on his talons, Ezekiel calls out,
Fine! I'll do it myself then! I shall peck this man to death with my own beak.
Alone, the Nighthawk boldly waddles toward the stranger. Then a breeze blows by, causing the Scarecrow to tilt to one side. The sudden movement causes the little bird's courage to falter, and he flutters into the air, cooing. Coo! In the distance, the engine of the human automobile revs. Emma's car. Ezekiel senses foul trickery, turns to the Scarecrow and pecks it, pulling out a beak full of
straw. We've been deceived, Nighthawks. After them. Don't let the thumbs escape.
Emma's car zooms down a gravel path, heading for the farm's front gate.
We did it! Those stupid birds.
But the moment of triumph dies when Ziggy looks in the rearview mirror.
Emma?
At first, it's nothing but a scatter of birds in the distance. Then, the horde swells, until the entire sky is blacked out by Nighthawks.
Emma!
Emma glances over her shoulder.
Oh, shit.
She watches the feathered wave of death rush toward them.
Oh, shit!
Slam! 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 The Nighthawks swarm the car, hurling themselves into it. Emma can't see a thing. The windshield is obscured by flapping, clawing birds. The glass on the windows begins to crack. Then, crack! Emma's car plows into a tree. The force of the impact shatters the windows, and the Nighthawks come flooding in. Emma throws open her door and dives out, but Ziggy is engulfed by the birds.
Ziggs!
Emma!
Ziggs is swallowed by a sea of feathers. Emma yells into the mass helplessly.
I'll come back for you!
Then she turns and runs. She weaves through trees, hopping down branches, until she finally reaches the main road.
Help! Help! Somebody! Anybody!
She looks around, desperately for a passing car, a jogger, anyone who could help. The street is empty. Emma collapses, defeated. Then she hears a faint singing getting closer.
La 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 la.
Grace Chastity crests the hill on her pink bicycle. Emma runs
Oh, poor Grace. She has no idea what she's getting into. La 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 la.
to her and grabs hold of the handlebars.
Grace! Quick! Give me your bike!
No way! I'm headed to a babysitting appointment, and there's one thing you better hurry up and know about Grace Chastity. I'm always on time.
Yo, you gotta help me! It's the Nighthawks. They ate my weed! They're smart now, Grace. And they're trying to kill me! But I wanna live! I wanna live!
Grace looks at this 30-something-year-old woman, standing there pathetically in her underwear. Her hair's a mess, her eyes are wild, and she's sporting a particularly skunky smell.
You stink, Emma Perkins. Like reefer. I can't help you until you help yourself.
Please, Grace!
She pulls her bike away from Emma.
You made this bed, Emma, and now you shall reap what you sow. La 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 la.
Grace continues on her
Angela makes everything better.
way, and Emma watches her last hope disappear over the hill.
No. No! Please! No!
Then a cyclone of birds thunders from the trees. The swarm descends. Emma throws up her hands, screaming until one of the stray Nighthawks slams into the back of her head. She falls to the ground, unconscious. Sometime later, Emma comes to back in the barn. It's filled with legions of birds glaring down. The flock parts, and Ezekiel waddles forward.
You must think you're very clever, don't you, Emma? We had a contract, and you repaid us with deceit and treachery. Well, we shan't make that mistake again.
Here, I'll talk, Ezekiel. What are you gonna do? Kill me? I've got the thumbs. You need me.
Humans. Your arrogance knows no bounds. It is true. Your thumbs and bodies are tools, much needed tools. Like a tractor. But tell me, Emma, does a tractor need a mind?
What?
Unfortunately for you, our powers have grown. Let us show you.
The barn door creaks open, and someone lurches in. It's Ziggs, but any semblance of conscious thought has left their eyes. They stumble forward awkwardly, as if each of their limbs is being puppeteered by a separate will.
Ziggs? Ziggy? What did you do to them? You animals!
If enough of us focus, we can not only speak into your minds, we can control them. We can drive you, like the farm equipment you are.
Wait, what'd you ask? Uh-huh. What do you need? You want help? Okay.
Ziggs trudges closer. Emma backs away.
Basic motor functions. That's all you need. Your memories, personalities. These are faulty parts. Perhaps they can be removed entirely. You shall be the test subject, Emma, and I shall be the surgeon. With mine own beak and talon, I shall peck away your unnecessary brain matter, and I'll shit it out in little white globs all over your precious farm. Then I'll do the same to all of Hatchetfield, and there will be...
Anybody else notice? I was muted. I'm good now. Anybody else notice how Joey's getting more and more green? His screen is getting more green and green.
Be weed as far as the eye can see. You should be happy. Perky's Buds is going to be a great success. Ziggy, restrain Emma.
Ziggs shambles forward, extending their arms. Emma whirls around. She's surrounded by birds. There's no escape. She pleads.
Ziggs, I know you're in there. You gotta fight. Push those birds out of your mind.
Thunk. Ziggy punches Emma right in the nose.
All right? That's your one free shot, dude. Break their control, or you can look for another job.
Whack! Ziggy lands another punch.
Okay. Now I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
Emma charges at Ziggs, who dodges clumsily. Ziggy is being haphazardly controlled by a bunch of birds, but still, they're slightly more coordinated than Emma. Soon, Ziggs gets the upper hand. They round on Emma, fling themselves forward, and trap old Perky in a tight headlock. As Ziggs squeezes, Emma chokes, gasping for air. Desperately, she reaches around to Ziggy's backside, her hands searching for something. The one thing she knows Ziggy is never without, and there it is. Tucked away in the lining of their long johns, Emma pulls it out and flicks it open. Ziggy's lighter.
Time to blaze, you fucking birds!
She tosses the lighter into a huge mound of dry hay. It bursts into flame. Panicked, the Nighthawks take wing, flapping wildly, but they only succeed in fanning the flames. The fire spreads. Within moments, the barn is a smoky, smoldering hell. With the birds preoccupied, their hold on Ziggy's mind dissipates.
Emma?
Thought. Emma punches Ziggy, unaware the fight's over.
Oh my god, ow!
Ziggs? Is that you?
Yeah, it's me, you sucker-punching dickhead. Now I'm gonna kick your ass.
Come on.
She grabs Ziggy's arm and they race for the door.
After them!
As Emma flees the crumbling barn, she grabs a plank of burning wood. She runs into the field, into her beloved plants, knowing what must be done.
Goodbye, buddies. I won't let them have you.
Emma touches her makeshift torch to a pot plant, setting it alight. She runs through the field, spreading the flames to the rest of the harvest. Enraged, the Nighthawks give chase. They swoop towards Emma with single-minded determination to tear her apart. Then, that murderous rage begins to fade. The flock is starting to feel a lot more chill. What they don't realize is that while they've been chasing Emma, they were breathing in lungfuls of smoke from the burning magic weed. The birds are stoned to the bone.
Oh, that's some good shit.
With fire all around and aimless nighthawks whizzing past, Emma and Ziggs run for cover in the farmhouse. Ezekiel screams, struggling to regain control of the flock.
Isaac, what are you doing? They're heading for the farmhouse. Give chase!
Fuck that. I'm chasing the dragon, bro.
Isaac cozies into a mound of dirt.
Damn you, Isaac!
Anger stews in Ezekiel's heart. A rush of fury floods his psychic mind. Then, whoosh! A flaming pitchfork flies from the burning barn and impales Isaac, pinning him to the ground. Shunk! Ezekiel's eyes widen as he realizes he made the pitchfork move. Power.
That was a foreshadow earlier. Not telepathic yet, or not psychic yet, telepathic, but now the bird can now move things. Ezekiel can move things with his mind now.
Power courses through his tiny body. He raises his wings.
Yes! Yes! I am ascending!
In the farmhouse, Emma and Ziggs rush to the cabinet where they keep their firearms. Maybe they can shoot their way out of here. They pull open the cupboard, but it's empty.
Guns. Guns. Where are the guns?
Oh, Emma!
They turn to find Ezekiel flapping in the corner. Around him, floating in the air, is their entire arsenal of weapons.
It's human season!
Ezekiel flexes his telekinetic power, and the guns fire. Bang, bang, bang! Emma and Ziggs dive into the kitchen as bullets riddle the hallway.
Shit! What are we gonna do?
Emma spots something in the living room.
I've got a plan.
Ezekiel flutters down the hall, hunting his prey.
Emma! You can't escape me! Don't even try! Don't you see I've become the most powerful being on Earth? A bird! Surrounded by a flock of floating guns!
Ezekiel reaches out with his mind, feels for Emma. There! The living room! He whips around. Through the doorway, he spots the shape of a woman. Bang, bang, bang! He unloads. The figure's torn to pieces by a spray of ammo. She falls back. Ezekiel flaps over to find a painting of a well-endowed woman riding a flying joint. From behind him, Emma appears, brandishing a shovel.
Surprise, bird brain!
Whack! Emma swings, hits Ezekiel, and the bird goes flying. Smash! He crashes through the window and into the wood chipper Ziggs has waiting just outside. The Nighthawk goes through the grinder and shoots out the other side a small tuft of feathers and blood. Emma looks down at the buxom woman in Ziggy's logo.
I knew I liked her.
Boom! Outside, the flames have spread to the tractor's gas tank. It explodes. Ziggy flees the falling debris. They run back inside.
Emma, the fire. It's out of control. I don't think we're getting out of this one, Perky.
Emma looks out at her burning farm. The inferno rages. No way they'd even make it to the tree line.
Guess there's only one thing to do.
From under her bed, Emma retrieves a metal lockbox. She and Ziggs ascend to the roof. They gaze out at the carnage below. A sea of flames. The Nighthawks are so exquisitely stoned, they don't even realize that they too are burning. Emma opens the box. Inside is the fattest blunt she ever rolled.
I was saving it for a special occasion. Guess this'll have to do. Let's go down in a blaze of glory.
She passes the joint to Ziggs.
It's been an honor.
Ziggy takes a nice, big hit.
Alright, that's enough. Don't bogart that shit.
They pass it back. Emma takes it and proudly recites what she swore in high school would be her final words.
Fuck the patriarchy.
Fuck it.
Then, sirens in the distance. Emma and Ziggs spot flashing lights approaching.
Oh, cool. Police and firemen. Hey, help us! Help us! Help us!
As firefighters put out the last of the flames, Emma and Ziggs stand safely on the ground next to a police officer.
We got a call from one Grace Chastity. Told us to send every available unit. Said there was a woman, high on drugs, about to do something drastic.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Are you?
The officer holds up one of the crispy, dead birds.
Checkered-tailed nighthawks are an endangered species. Killing one is a federal offense. And you've burned them, impaled them, threw them in your wood chipper? You're both under arrest.
The police slap cuffs on Emma and Ziggs.
I hate this job.
When the hatchet's in your back and the week has got you feeling down.
When the racket's on attack and the coffee's got you jacked and wound.
Just up the county road, there's a farm the townies know that'll hook you up with all the perks you can think of. Just smoke a fatty bowl of Perky's Buds.
Just roll the fatty of
Perky's Buds. On out of town or down to Santa Fe,
But you won't find the finest herb in Mandalay.
Roll a spliff, splat jack if you wanna mess around.
If you're looking to find the finest cushion,
Hatchet Town, come down to Perky's, get that green. Emma's the name in cannabis. You need a bud, the herbs are biz. Just bring a light for all the hits. The Hitchens hash just can't be missed. Roll it, pack it, light it up. Smoke it, pass it, feel the buzz. Just up the county road, there's a farm the townies know that'll hook you up with all the perks you can think of. Just smoke a fatty bowl of Perky's Buds. Just roll a fatty of Perky's. You still need a doctor's note if you want them drugs.
Oh, I'm literally I'm going through it. I'm definitely going to need an intermission after this one. Oh my gosh. I definitely read that though as a an ad for Perky's Buds that Ziggy made. That is so funny. Oh man. Anybody else's brain need a rewiring after that one? Yes, we're gonna have abstinence camp time. I'm gonna take like 2 minutes to step away and then reconvene. So let's take a little break. Everyone go get if you can eat, let's go get oh, what do I think? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a mental break. Put some music on for you guys. Y'all go get a snack if you can stand it, and then and then I'll come back refreshed. I'm gonna say maximum 5 minutes, max. I'll be right back, y'all. Do 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 Perky's Buds. Let me stop my share for a little bit. And we're back. Happy birthday, Val. Happy belated fettuccine. I think I remember that we caught your birthday. All right. let's get this kicked off and going. Yeah, happy birthday to all my Leos. Hi, AJ. All right, it's abstinence time. Oop. Happy birthday. There we go. Whew. Y'all ready, Freddies?
He's got you running for your life. He's got you hiding out of sight. He's got you sweating through the night.
I think I'm finally getting a Corey Doris voice that I like. This might be made for him.
He's not quite human, that's for sure. He is a walking night terror. Hearing you down now at the scene of the crime now. And his blade is sharp as a saber tiger's bite. And if you think you'll stand your ground, you better think twice.
Whoa, he's got the size that humbles. He's got the hands that rumble. He's got the steps that crumble ground. Oh, the sound. He's got the time for trouble. He's got the mind of a psycho. He's bound to stab you in.
Okay, sorry, I gotta stop and talk about Bryce's voice for a second. So one of the reasons why she's so successful in her voice is that she's not afraid to play with it. So, sigh. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still like, my brain is still recovering from Perky's Buds. I should have watched that second. But mind of a psycho, the that's really great. A lot of people are too afraid to make those funny voices with their voice, and so they lose awesome moments like this. But it's really working for this song.
Oh, he's the X-Men. Oh my God, he's the X-Men.
He's got you sinking before you swim. He's got you doubting your every whim. He's got you thinking about your next of kin.
I also want to say that I am really enjoying Corey Doris's lower register here. The lower register is the voice that I really enjoy Corey Doris is in. I think in Our Doors Are Open was just very bright and high registered, and whereas this, he has really time to develop his voice with at each and every single note.
He's been surviving in the dark. He is arriving, ready or not. His spirit is hollow.
You hear all that rasping in his voice? He's really dipping into his vocal fry for this one. His spirit was hung. His spirit was what?
Ready or not, his spirit is hollow.
His spirit is hollow. His spirit is hollow. It's so good.
He's having fun now. And his blade was made with hate and solid steel.
Okay, I take back what I said about not. That was a really nice upper register, and I'm wondering if it was because his voice was so nicely rooted that he was able to have a really nice foundation for that really nice jump. And just also, this song is all about like, I'm going to creep you out. And so there's this kind of forward intention with the song. Spirit was hollow. That's really probably helping. Falcor has to go outside. Hold on. No work. Yeah. I don't know what y'all are, who y'all are talking about. Okay, Cinderella's Castle looks really good. Yeah. Corey and Grunch. What is Grunch? That's the first I've heard of that. Yeah, his voice is velvety. That's a really good description of what's going on with his voice right now. I wouldn't say that it's always velvety, but right now, yeah, he's producing a really nice velvety. We're pre-Abstinence Camp, Killian. Hi, by the way. Oh yeah, Corey was in How the Grinch Cribbed Christmas. How the Grinch Cribbed Christmas. Yeah, we are pre. You honestly, in my opinion, Killian, you came in at the right time because we just watched Perky's Buds, and I'm probably never going to watch it again. I'm still recovering. I appreciate it for the art piece that it is, but it's just not my type of art if that makes sense. Okay, a 10-count bro show. Cool. Okay.
And you may have brought a gun, but it's Hatchetfield. He's got the size that humbles. He's got the hands that rumble. He's what the doctors call insane on a plane. He's got his mind on the liver. You know what he will deliver. He's not your daddy's lumberjack. Always the
Daddy's lumberjack. Oh, I forgot I had food in my mouth. This is my type of song. I love this.
Oh my God.
These woods belong to him, and we're all at his peril. If you see him, then you cross the line. Get lost inside those demon eyes. No good is left in him. Not a
No good is left in him. She's adding a ton of whining right there, but it's so controlled that it doesn't come out like a normal a normal whine that you would hear in like musical theater. It's very glossed and brushed over.
God but a devil, evil with a damn design. Watching nerds run for their lives.
I can listen to that one phrase over and over and over again with no music. So we get this boom, 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 and then silence and just vocals. Love that moment. Let's listen to that again.
Watching nerds run for their lives. He's got the size that humbles. He's got the hands that rumble. He's got the steps that crumble ground.
Growl. Ow. I'm sorry I'm stopping, but it's good. I like it.
The steps that crumble ground. For the sound.
What?
That crumble ground. For the sound.
So many notes just happened there.
Steps that crumble ground. For the sound.
And then on top of the Bryce buildup, we got the ground.
He's got the time for trouble. He's got the mind of a psycho. He's bound to stab you in the back. Oh, he's the Axeman. Oh my God, he's the
And then we just get nothing because they were the Axeman got them. That was such a good. I don't know if that was the end. We'll see. Oh.
After a night of beer pong and Jaeger bombs, Stephanie Lauder pukes into the toilet of a restroom at Hatchetfield High. She knew she'd pay for drinking so much on an empty stomach, but it was the last party of the school year. As the hangover thumps in her head, fellow student Grace Chastity peeks up from the next stall over.
Hello. Hi.
Oh my my goodness. Steph, are you alright?
Beat it, Chastity.
You got a tummy ache? Was it the meatloaf? I ate the meatloaf.
Relax. I didn't eat anything. That's the problem. I'm just a little sick this morning.
Sick? Morning?
I was, before she said sick morning, I was like,
Thickness? Oh, heck. No heckin' way, Steph. Are you pregnant?
Yeah, Grace. I'm pregnant.
I wonder if Grace is supposed to have some level of autism. I have a few autistic students, and they told sarcasm does not read on them at all.
The sarcasm lost on her, Grace marches from the restroom. Weeks later, a stretched Cadillac Fleetwood thunders down a dirt road. In the back seat, Steph tries to explain.
How many times do I have to tell you, Dad? I'm not pregnant.
Across from her sits Solomon Lauder, the mayor of Hatchetfield.
So what? You think you're getting out of this on that little technicality?
This isn't fair!
Stephanie, I'd like to have an intelligent conversation with you if you don't mind. In other words, shut up. You know what's happening this fall.
The election.
The election. You know how many questions I've already had to field about you and your nocturnal activities?
So send me away. Get me out of your hair until November.
Oh, no. Your absence won't quash the rumors. It'll only feed them. I won't allow this town's imagination to wander. They're going to know exactly where you are, what you're doing, and more importantly, what you're not doing.
Seriously? You're really making me do this? Abstinence Camp?
In the heart of Witchwood Forest, at the edge of a crystal clear lake, the Abstinence Camp is brimming with chaste teens. Two campers, Mary and Noah, reunite after a school year apart.
Noah!
Mary! You pumped for the cross hike?
Will the meek inherit the earth?
Matthew 5.
Yeah!
Steph watches them jump up and down.
Kill me now.
A baby blue Studebaker zooms down the dirt road toward the camp. Ted Spankowski sits in the driver's seat with the top down, his hair whipping in the wind. He looks up as the car passes under the huge hand-carved welcome sign.
Camp, I don't want to bang. There's a blast from the past. But we all gotta do our time, and your time has come, little bro. Our time.
Is this Ted making Time Bastard references?
Zooms down the dirt road.
Now.
A baby blue Studebaker zooms down the dirt road toward the camp. Ted Spankowski sits in the driver's seat with the top down, his hair whipping in the wind. He looks up as the car passes under the huge hand-carved welcome sign.
Camp, I don't want to bang. There's a blast from the past. But we all gotta do our time, and your time has come, little bro.
In the passenger seat is Ted's teenage brother, Peter Spankowski. He pushes up his glasses, lamenting. Oh, man, I'm gonna miss the Honey Festival.
Oh, don't worry about it, Pete. There'll be plenty of honeys for you to gawk at right here. All those repressed church girls in their little hiking shorts. Camp. Well, if that don't get you hard, nothing will.
Yeah, but this is Abstinence Camp.
I know. It's torture. Those sick bastards. Oh, I'd take the rack or the gallows any day over another no-nut summer.
So there's, like, no pulling off? Like, none?
None.
How do they even enforce that?
Oh, they got ways. scare tactics make you paranoid. You'll be laying in your bunk at night, jumping at the shadows. Years later, you'll wake up screaming, swearing you can hear his footsteps out there. His axe dragging behind him. Oh God. The axe. In fact,
the Studebaker screeches to a stop.
I'm not getting any closer. Get the hell out of my car. You're walking the rest of the way, Dorcas.
Oh, man. Pete grabs his knapsack and climbs out. Ted takes off like a bat out of hell. As far away as he can get from Camp I Don't Wanna Bang. And the
How's he
thing
driving?
that dwells there. Pete coughs, fanning away the dust and exhaust fumes. He looks down the road toward the bunks. Well, come on, feet. He starts for the camp. In the woods, hidden amongst the trees, a figure watches with cold, glassy eyes. In the mess hall, campers file through the registration line. Steph stands in front of a counselor who points to her cell phone and shakes a plastic container.
All right, toss it in the bin. Are you crazy? What if there's an emergency?
Rules are rules. The only screen here is sunscreen.
Steph rolls her eyes and drops her phone into the container. The counselor passes it off to be locked away for the rest of the summer. Then they motion to a table full of pink and blue t-shirts, asking Steph,
What size do you wear?
Small.
The counselor hands Steph a pink tee.
Her t-shirt's not going to fit because she's now small. I bet she's a medium now because I bet she is pregnant.
Can I get a blue one?
Funny.
At a nearby check-in desk, another counselor is digging through Pete's bag.
Well, well. Looks like we have a few more vices to rid ourselves of. Don't we, Mr. Spankowski?
The counselor removes a Ziploc full of chocolates. Oh, I need those. My blood sugar is very low.
Trash rots your teeth and your soul. Have some of nature's candy.
He tosses Pete a box of raisins and ushers him along. Pete walks off, shaking his head. Fucking raisins. Fuck this place. Later, Steph sits in an outdoor amphitheater, looking down at the pink shirt she'll be forced to wear all summer. She reads the phrase printed on the front.
Virginity rocks.
You could say that again.
From behind her, Steph hears a familiar voice.
I don't know why, but I absolutely love Grace Chastity. I definitely in this whole episode, today, Grace has been the one to brighten my spirits.
Sends a shudder down her spine.
Oh God. Please, no.
Steph, you're here! Oh.
Grace Chastity runs up and throws her arms around Steph. She squeezes with all her might. A nearby counselor points to the hugging girls and yells,
Hey, that's long enough!
Grace lets go, smiling at him.
It's okay. We're just friends.
Keep it that way.
He walks off, and Grace turns back to Steph.
I'm so glad you're getting help. I was really worried about you after that day in the restroom. You know, when you thought you were pregnant. I figured you might be too scared to reach out to others, so I did it for you. I told everyone. The principal, the football team, all your friends. We care about you, Steph. We want to help you make better choices.
You started the rumors. I have you to thank for all of this.
You're welcome.
As the amphitheater stage lights up, a voice crackles over the loudspeaker.
Alrighty, campers! Gather around, take a seat, and give a big I don't wanna bang welcome to your camp directors and youth ministers, Cheery and Jerry!
Music thumps, a pair of cheery tryhards, one in blue and one in pink, begin to sing.
The day that Sally met her boy, she told everyone,
neither played shy or even coy. And they told everyone they sat on the beach.
Okay, hello, John, singing and very pure toned and no mess ups and very straightforward. I'm hearing progress and I love it.
They met real cute. Sally removed a sequin dress from on top of her suit. The boy leaned in, but Sally crooned, "Leave room, virginity rocks." Just tuck it away. Never touch anyone, not even your baby. These boots don't knock, not today. I'm stronger than everyone, not playing no game.
The day that Taylor met their match, they told everyone, "You wanna date me, there's a catch. And only one, keep your hands above the waist. And if you're so lucky, you might just get to first base. Many have died along the way. They say,
virginity rocks, just tuck it away. Never touch anyone, not even these boots don't knock.
Okay, so I want to talk about that high. I can't even reach that right now. She is singing up there, and they've added textures over her voice. I'm sure it was Jeff Blim added textures over her voice in order to make that almost like a chipmunk sound. But most of that is her actual pitch. He could have raised the pitch himself. But for the most part, Kim Whalen is wailing up there.
you might feel that urge inside you to sexually procreate. But let the spirit inside convince you it's best to lay in wait. You're gonna be a daddy or mom if you mate. Virginity feel that urge inside you. You're cool enough to handle it. No accident, we're abstinent. You just let the beat inside you. My consciousness is fabulous. I'm celibate, it's scandalous.
The song ends. The campers cheer. Steph's flesh crawls.
All right! Amen, everybody! A to the men!
And women!
That's right. We're a progressive ministry. We believe both boys and girls can and should have the power to just say no! I'm Jerry with a double R-Y, and this is Jerry with a single R-I. And don't worry if that's too complicated for you. You can just call me Boy Jerry.
And I'm Girl Jerry!
And we're here to pack your summer with play, purpose, and prayer.
Wow! Cause who needs sex to have fun?
Not me. We're both voluntarily celibate.
Woo woo!
I'll take canoes over condoms any day. In fact, we have some counselors coming through the aisle with pamphlets about the dangers of contraception. I think it's important that everyone give those a read.
Seriously, guys, this information could save your life.
You said it, Girl Jerry. All right, boys to the blue cabins with me.
And I'll show the girls to the pink buns.
The next morning, a bugle blasts the wake-up call. Grace happily hops from bed, fully dressed and raring to go. Steph groans, pulling her pillow over her head. The campers are shuffled off to their various activities, swimming, archery, the rope course. In the Arts and Crafts Pavilion...
I can't help but sit here and think about the contrast between Angela's Lex in Black Friday and then Angela's Grace Chastity in Nerdy Prudes Must Die and Abstinence Camp in this series.
Boy Jerry and Girl Jerry stand by a table of pre-packaged wallet-making kits and metal stamps.
All right, Listen up, campers. First, you pick a strip of leather. Then, you choose your design, grab a mallet, and head on over to the beading table. You whack it for a while, stitch it up, and you end up with one of these.
He holds up a completed wallet.
I tell you kids, nothing gets out that pent-up frustration like making a wallet. Why, this is the very same technique that ye old settlers used to make their wallets.
Really? With these cheap kids from Hobby Lobby?
The other campers turn to glare at Steph.
Ha! You got a bit of an attitude. Don't you, Miss... Lauder?
I've been told.
Why don't you step into my office?
The Jerrys lead Steph outside.
Ah, fresh air and a warm breeze. That's all the AC I need. So, Stephanie Lauder, the mayor's kid. I heard about you. Little Miss Bun in the Oven.
That was just a dumb rumor.
Teen pregnancy is no joke, Steph. If you don't start taking this work seriously, you're gonna end up with a child before you're ready. You're gonna have to drop out of school. Your family will disown you. Where are you gonna raise that baby? In the woods? We just want to help you.
Hey, it's okay, Girl Jerry.
He puts a hand on Girl Jerry's shoulder. She falls into his arms.
I got you, Girl Jerry.
Hold me, boy Jerry.
I will, Girl Jerry.
They cling to each other. Boy Jerry runs a hand down Girl Jerry's back. She shudders, hips bucking. He sniffs her hair.
God, you smell amazing.
Steph watches them awkwardly. Boy Jerry rounds on her.
Look at what you did. You upset Girl Jerry. I ought to cover you in syrup. Go make a wallet.
Later, a counselor leads a line of hikers down a forested path, chanting,
I don't know what I've been told.
I don't know what I've been told.
Abstinence is for the bold.
Abstinence is for the bold.
The counselor yells to one of the campers lagging behind.
Keep up, Spankovsky.
I can't. My blood sugar. These raisins suck.
Power through it. Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Pete falls to his knees, gasping for air, while the other kids walk past. The last hiker in line stops next to Pete. She looks around to make sure no one's watching, then removes a chocolate bar from her pocket, offering it to him.
Here. Contraband.
Pete looks up at Stephanie Lauder and freezes. He blushes, gulps, and takes the bar gratefully.
No, these two? Or maybe it's going to be everybody else except for these two. But I have a feeling.
Thanks. How'd you sneak this in here?
I had it packed in my underwear, and the guy never checked. Didn't you know touching a bra will cause a man's hands to erupt in boils? That's what it said in the abstinence pamphlet.
Did it? I wiped my ass with mine. It looked more hygienic than the teepee in the outhouse, and I figured it was already full of shit. Steph smiles. Seems she's found a kindred spirit. She pushes a lock of sweaty hair away from her face.
I've seen you around school, right? Rocking that bow tie?
My brother says to pick a look and stick with it. I can't grow a mustache yet, so next best thing.
I heard a rumor about you. You're the kid who whacked off during the mead test.
Allegedly. I went to the bathroom to cool off. It was an important exam. Besides, if they didn't want to turn kids on, they shouldn't make those story problems so suggestive.
Right, there was that one that made everyone crack up. What was it? Something about Cindy's melons?
Stacy's melons. I committed it to memory.
I bet you did.
It's sad. Stacy has 2 plump melons. Each one is perfectly spherical with a diameter of 20 centimeters.
Stacy's stacked.
Jessica walks in with a big pair of jugs.
Yeah, but what about Stacy's mom's melons?
If she squeezes Stacy's melons with a force of 10 grams per square centimeter, how long will it take before Jessica's jugs are full and ready to put to your lips?
They had to have known what they were doing.
They totally
Those
did.
sick bastards.
So I guess you heard a rumor about me?
Yeah. Sucks. I think whatever may or may not have happened in the bathroom should stay in the bathroom. Can we agree on that?
Yeah. Well, I should catch up. Don't let anyone find you with that. It's against the rules.
Hey, rules were made to be broken.
Yeah. You're not such a nerd, are you?
You say that now. Get me in front of a chemistry set, you'll see some seriously nerdy shit.
See you around, Spakovsky.
Night falls. Moonlight creeps through the trees. A fire crackles. Around it, campers gather, swapping ghost stories. One of them, Gabe, grins with fiendish delight as he begins his tale of terror.
Now I know Abstinence Camp may seem like the best place on earth, but there's a deep, dark secret at the heart of I Don't Wanna Bang. Something lurking out in those woods. Or should I say, someone.
Come on, Gabe.
What is this character? So his name is Gabe.
Gabe, not this story again. You're gonna scare the new kids.
They should be scared, because there's a reason you gotta abstain around these parts.
You don't need a reason. Virginity just rocks.
I know that, and you know that, but some people need a little extra motivation. Sometimes God has to make examples out of them, like Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what he saw when he looked down on Hatchetfield, a den of sin, a city full of adulterers and fornicators.
Hell yeah, go Nighthawks. Steph smiles at Pete from across the fire pit. The rest of the kids, however, are not amused, especially Gabe.
You won't be laughing when he comes for you, Pete. See? God sent him to punish the wicked with his feet like thunder and his axe oh so sharp. These woods belong to him, and there's one thing he won't abide in his domain: perversion, kissing.
Sorry, yes, I remember Gabe from Perky Buds with Grace Chastity when they were protesting towards the beginning. I'm just getting a little bit more into Gabe this time and how he's talking. And so that's what I really meant by what is this character, Jeff? Where did this come from? Where is this inspo from? Let me tell you a story about a man named Pete who had an axe. Which is funny.
Touching your private parts, or heaven forbid, premarital sex.
Stop, Gabe! I'm scared!
He is the thing that will not die, the Mad Woodsman, Lumberax.
Ah, baloney.
I know a dozen people who swear on the cross they seen him. And if that's not enough for you, how do you explain the 5 kids have gone missing at this very camp?
5?
Look it up if you don't believe me.
Well, how convenient for you. They took our phones.
Well, then it looks like you're gonna have to have a little faith for once in your life. Because if you don't, and you give in to those carnal urges, he'll know. He'll hear it from his work shed. And when you feel the hair stand on the back of your neck, don't turn around, or you'll come face to face with Lumberax.
A figure leaps from the shadows. It's Mary's friend, Noah, accenting the final jump scare of Gabe's story. With Mary now in tears, Grace shakes her head.
So they also all have biblical names. Noah in the ark, Mary, Grace, Mary, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene.
Not funny, Noah.
And certainly not scary.
Gabe. Gabe is a biblical story.
Scary. No mask? No axe? What is that, a canoe paddle?
Well, I didn't want to frighten you too badly.
Well, you failed!
Mary gets up and runs from the fire. Noah runs after her.
Mary, wait! I'm sorry!
God, I hate these nerdy prudes.
Later, when most of the campers have gone to bed, Grace pours a bucket of water into the fire pit, reciting,
Drown, stir, then drown again.
Gabe watches her extinguish the last of the flames.
You're really good at that, Grace.
No thanks to Smokey the Bear. That lustful, shirtless animal. He was designed by liberals to tempt kids into bestiality. That's what my mom says.
Mine too. You know, I never thought I'd meet a girl as cool as my mom. But then I met you, Grace.
Oh.
I don't know how to say this, but, I just gotta. I like you, Grace.
I like you too, Gabe. You're a great friend.
Yeah, but what if we were more than friends?
We are. We're pew pals. And there's no one I'd rather share my hymnal with. Good night. La 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 la.
She skipped.
Every time she does that, la 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 la, I think I'll die every time of laughter. Laughter.
Skips off toward her bunk. Gabe watches her go and drops the choir boy act.
Fucking tease! Sending all the signals. How am I supposed to sleep with this chubby? Guess I'll go make a wallet.
In the Arts and Crafts Pavilion, Gabe pounds a design into a strip of leather. Frustrated, he tosses the stamp and mallet.
Ah, this isn't working. Feel like I'm gonna pop! Fuck it. There's no one around.
With lustful mischief in his eye.
Oh no, he gonna die right now. Andrew, that's so funny. He got pew zoned.
He undoes his belt buckle and starts to unzip. The sound echoes through the forest. Too faint for normal human ears, but not for his. In a rickety old work shed, deep in the witchwood, a cold, glassy eye bursts open. He can hear the pants come undone and drop to the floor. The sound of one hand clapping. It angers him. None of that. Not in his woods. He rises slowly. He stomps through the chains and the animal skins that hang from the rafters. He reaches out a massive arm and grabs the axe from the wall. Back in the art building, Gabe closes his eyes, lost in fantasy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Grace. That's a modest brassiere you're wearing.
Behind him, the door creaks open. He whirls around, covering himself.
Hey! I'm making a wallet in here!
But no one's there. Gabe reaches down to pull up his trousers. He apprehensively crosses the darkened cabin toward the open door.
Hello? Noah? Is that you?
A chill fills the room. The summer night turns icy cold, and Gabe can see his breath hang in the air. He shivers.
Oh, it's cold.
Then, clomp, clomp, clomp. A shadowy figure fills the doorframe, silhouetted by moonlight. It's enormous, 8 feet at least. In its hands, a massive, dirty axe.
No way. Nice costume, Noah. Or is that you, Pete? Steph?
The figure lumbers forward. Clomp, clomp.
Come on, cut it out. It's not funny.
Gabe winces as the mad woodsman raises his weapon.
Please! Put down the axe!
Then, the figure stops. He looks down at Gabe and cocks his head. He lowers his blade. Gabe breathes a sigh of relief. Perhaps he's been forgiven. It was just one little slip-up after all. Just some harmless tugging. Slam! The metal wallet stamp comes pounding into Gabe's forehead. No forgiveness! Not in these woods! Lumberax grabs a mallet and hammers the stamp deeper into Gabe's skull. Wham! Wham! Blood sprays. The mad woodsman's justice is served. The next morning, before the campers arise, Girl Jerry cheerfully marches toward the Arts and Crafts Pavilion with an armful of basket-weaving materials. She opens the door and freezes. The basket kits fall to the floor.
This is not the first time that she saw this. I think that she has seen some real stuff in working at this camp as a camp counselor. Like, the Jerrys know what's up.
The walls are soaked in sticky gore, and there, on the beating table, is Gabe, skinless. Beside him, a pile of wallets sewn from his flesh. Girl Jerry covers her mouth and whispers,
No! Not again!
Later, Steph hikes down from her cabin and steps into the designated girls' washroom. The curtain to one of the shower stalls slides open, and Grace pops out, wearing a bathing suit.
Morning, Steph!
Wait, did you just shower in your swimsuit?
Of course. It's camp policy. You don't want to see your own body and start getting crazy ideas.
That's, disgusting.
I know. Can you imagine getting handsy with yourself?
We're outside every day, getting sweaty and dirty. If you don't clean yourself, all of yourself, you're gonna get a UTI.
Wait. Are you telling me you're gonna shower without a swimsuit?
Yep. I'm headed straight to hell.
Steph goes for a stall. Grace jumps in her way.
No, Steph. I can't let you do that. It's this kind of reckless behavior that got you in trouble in the first place.
No, Grace, you got me in trouble. You're the reason I'm stuck here. See, I'm normal. You're weird. This whole place is weird.
Giving up on showering here, Steph stomps outside. Grace hurries after her.
Steph, I know you're just lashing out because you're an addict, jonesing for a big old shot of vitamin D, but I am not giving up on you. We're gonna get through this together. Anywhere you go, I'll follow.
Really?
Steph pushes through the door to the neighboring building. Grace's eyes go wide. The sign reads, Boys Washroom.
Boy Jerry! Girl Jerry!
Inside, Steph calls out a warning.
I need more water, y'all. Getting water. Whoa. I love how what's her name always plays like the rebellious girl team. Mariah Faith always plays the rebellious girls. Ooh.
The sign reads, Boys Washroom.
Boy Jerry! Girl Jerry!
Inside, Steph calls out a warning.
Cover your junk. I'm coming in.
There's one person there. Steph?
Pete?
Peter stands in nothing but a towel wrapped around his waist. Steph stops. She stares at him. Without his dorky glasses, Steph sees that he's actually kind of cute.
Huh. Have you always been that, jacked?
Yeah, I got a shake weight. It's kind of like endurance training for, it doesn't matter, you know?
I called this, first of all. Apex Predator. Oh my goodness. Okay, I had a couple things I wanted to say, but Nick's doing so good. I've accepted him as this short, nerdy little dude. And I don't know, I've accepted this. Nick is a really good little actor.
Guess I never noticed because of the suspenders. You should lose the suspenders.
That's my signature look.
This should be your signature look.
He squints in the mirror. Well, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't give a fair assessment. What are you doing here?
Just trying to shower in peace.
Okay, I was gonna, but I'll get out of your hair.
Don't be stupid. There are separate stalls. Just take a shower.
Okay. At the same time?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. Lord, help me. Outside, Grace runs towards the counselor's cabin, screaming in desperation.
Somebody! Somebody help!
From the tree line, boy Jerry and girl Jerry emerge. They're covered in...
Angela's trying not to laugh right now as she's playing Grace. I also love how Angela always has like a raspy voice and a cracky voice because she's just always 100% all the time. Also, I'm sure that I have a feeling that Grace is going to report something that's not that big of a deal comparatively to what the two Jerrys have probably had to deal with this morning.
From the tree line, boy Jerry and girl Jerry emerge. They're covered in dirt, carrying shovels.
What? What is it? Has someone else been murdered?
Hurt? Accidentally?
Right! That's what I said! Isn't it Grace accidentally murdered?
It's worse! It's Stephanie! She's relapsed!
Back in the boys' washroom, Steph calls to Pete over the sound of their respective showers.
Hey, Pete, do you have a bar of soap over there?
Yeah.
Can you pass it over?
She reaches up. Her hand pokes above the partition between the stalls. Pete looks at the bar of soap. Are you sure? I just rubbed it all over my body.
Yeah, you and 20 other guys.
Ew. Gross. He puts the bar
I also get Honey, I Shrunk the Kids vibes from Nick.
in her hand. For a moment, their fingers touch. Pete can't see it, but on her side of the partition, Steph blushes. She takes the soap and the two quickly return to washing themselves. After a moment, Pete asks, So, you think it's true?
What?
The 5 missing kids. You think something like that could really happen here in Hatchetfield?
My dad's the mayor. He says it'd shock you. The secret's in this town.
Yeah, but a crazy lumberjack who hates sexy time, that's a little far-fetched, don't you think?
Guess we'll never know. Unless we put it to the test.
What?
I was kidding.
Oh. Good one.
Unless you wanted to.
Out in the woods, Lumberax stirs. He can sense someone's testing him.
Maybe this stupid legend persists because none of these nerds have the guts to prove it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd be experimenting for the sake of scientific discovery. Isn't science your thing?
Are you suggesting that we, consolidate down to one shower? Thud, thud. Lumberax thunders through the trees, the sanctity of his woods at stake. Steph considers the idea.
That would certainly get Lumberax's attention, if he was real. And, you know, we'd be conserving water.
That's important. You know, save the planet. It's like that annoying Greenpeace girl always says, be the change you want to see in the world.
Right. So, you wanna?
Outside the washroom, Lumberax can hear Steph and Pete through the wall. He readies his weapon. Pete puts his hand to the stall partition. Steph? Are you sure? Rumors spread, I'm a loser, and you're Stephanie Lauder.
Yeah, but I thought we agreed whatever happens in the bathroom stays in the bathroom.
You're goddamn right. I'm coming over there. Outside, Lumberax takes aim at the wall, preparing to chop straight through it, directly into Steph and Pete. Inside, Steph smiles.
Okay, come on over.
Okay, on the count of 3. Pete grabs the shower curtain. He readies himself to hop out of his stall and into Steph's. 1. Lumberax takes aim.
2.
He winds up. The axe gleams, and...
Spankovsky! Lauder!
Just before Pete can take the leap, Boy Jerry and Girl Jerry burst into the washroom. The teens recoil. Girl Jerry screams. Later, Pete and Steph stand outside the counselor's cabin awaiting their punishment. Girl Jerry looks on the verge of tears, while Boy Jerry wipes sweat from his forehead.
I almost called her Becky Barnes. But Girl Jerry, Kim Whalen, is doing a really good job playing this role.
A boy and a girl, showering at the same time, only one stall apart. It's the most perverse thing I've heard in all my life. It's sick. What are we supposed to do with you two?
How about nothing, because we're consenting adults?
I think you might be a lost cause, Lauder. I'm surprised the rumors about you weren't true.
Hey, cut it out.
Excuse me, what was that? Girl Jerry, could you take Steph to her bunk and lock her in? I'd like to have a word with this young man in private, if you don't mind.
Girl Jerry leads her away. Steph glances back at Pete as she goes. Boy Jerry steps closer, narrowing his eyes.
You're trash, Spankovsky. Just like your brother. No Spankovsky will ever amount to a hill of beans in this town. So, I hope you enjoyed your little bath time, because it's solitary confinement for you, for the rest of the summer. I will not have you drooling over her like she's some piece of meat.
It's not like that. I like Steph, and I think she likes me too.
What's Steph got to do with it? I'm talking about Girl Jerry. Yeah, I've seen the way you look at her. Undressing her with your eyes, imagining what it'd be like to plunge your hands into that hair, feel her lips on yours just one more time, that's all. Well, not on my watch, mister. From now on, every time I have one of those thoughts, you're gonna make a wallet.
You mean every time I have one of those thoughts?
That is literally exactly what I said. Don't be stupid in front of me, Pete. Not a good look for you. I ought to put you in a canoe. I ought to let a bird walk all over you. Get to your cabin, now!
Thoroughly confused, Pete's led away by a counselor. When he's alone, Boy Jerry lets out a sigh of relief.
Oh, God, that was close. Gosh darn. Horny kids. Keep it together, Boy Jerry. Keep them chaste and it won't happen again.
Out in the woods, it's happening again. With the counselors distracted by the Pete and Steph commotion, Mary and Noah found the perfect opportunity to sneak off for some private time.
Okay, I think we're alone. So, how far do you want to go?
I don't know. Maybe some over-the-clothes stuff?
Are you sure we're ready? I mean, we're only 18.
I'm ready. As long as it's with you, Noah.
Okay.
I needed a permission form in order to watch this episode.
I'm gonna kiss you now.
I'll open my mouth.
They lay back onto the leaves and awkwardly press their faces together. The sound of lips smacking rings out over the witchwood like nails on a chalkboard.
What's sad is that it doesn't even sound skillful, so they're risking their life for this atrociousness.
Lumberjax awakens. He cocks his head in the direction of the kissing. Hell no, not on his watch. He heads out. His bloody work's not done yet. Noah and Mary flop on top of each other, mouths gaping like a couple of fish.
Oh, yeah. This is awesome.
You're a great kisser, Noah.
She guides him back upright and smiles playfully.
I'm gonna unbutton my blouse now. Don't lose your head.
Slap! The mad woodsman's axe
He lost his head, literally.
slashes through Noah's sinewy neck. His head goes flying. Blood splashes onto Mary's screaming face. Lumberjax puts a finger to her lips. She falls silent. He raises his hand and wags his index. Then, he punches a fist straight through her ribcage.
They're a little too, Star Kid's a little too good with their sound effects right now. Did y'all hear that of her ribs?
Across camp, Grace spots Steph being led to the pink bunks by one of the counselors.
Hey, what's going on?
Solitary confinement for the rest of summer.
What?
Yeah, Grace. Thanks for tattling. Again.
Steph, I didn't think they'd do this. I was just trying to help. I'm your friend.
No, you're not! You're an annoying, self-righteous, nerdy prude. And the only good thing about this is that I won't have to spend any more time with you.
What's crazy is, yes, Grace makes a hot mess of things, but she's also been the savior twice now. So, yeah, they, like, Emma and Ziggy could have died on that roof, but the cops and the authorities came because Grace tattletaled, and Grace tattletaled because, and I don't condone tattletaling really because I work with children and figure it out. If somebody's getting harmed, tattletale. This is weird that I'm even having this conversation, but it's just funny that Grace makes a hot mess of things, but yet she's the one that's been saving people.
The counselor opens the cabin.
All right, louder. Inside.
Steph enters, and he slams the door. He flips a metal latch into place and clicks on a heavy padlock.
This isn't right. How is she supposed to learn if she can't come to the activities? The prayer circles?
Hey, you don't like it? Take it up with the Jerrys.
On the path to the administration office, Boy Jerry walks with Girl Jerry. She's on edge, biting her lip nervously.
This is getting out of hand.
What do you mean? The crisis has been averted. We buried the body. No one will ever find it.
What do we tell Gabe's parents?
The same thing we told all the others. It's the woods. People go missing every day.
I can't help but feel responsible.
Hey, look at me. Gabe brought this upon himself. He was a little perv, and now he's burning in hell for it.
You're right.
But the rest of these kids, they need us. They need this camp. And we're not going to let any more of them down.
He opens the office door. Girl Jerry claps her hand over her mouth. In the center of the room is a pile of bloody body parts. Noah and Mary's. They're stacked on top of each other like freshly cut firewood.
Ah, shoot.
That's it. I'm calling the police.
Girl Jerry goes for the phone when Boy Jerry catches her arm.
I don't think you've thought this through, Girl Jerry. You think they're just gonna come here and cart off the bodies? No. They're gonna poke around. And they're gonna find everything. You ready for that? For the whole town to know what you did? Dirty girl.
Don't call me that.
He pulls her closer.
That's what you are, isn't it? A dirty girl.
She wraps her arms around him, burying her nails in his back.
Yes. I'm a dirty girl.
Yeah, you are. You're absolutely filthy.
Boy Jerry plunges his hands into her hair. She opens her mouth, ready to accept his tongue, when...
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh!
Grace Chastity stands wide-eyed in the doorway.
Grace! We can explain!
Girl Jerry had something in her teeth and I was gonna lick it out. What's wrong?
Girl Jerry had something in her teeth, so I was gonna lick it out with my, what's wrong with that? Nothing's wrong with that.
Noah and Mary! They're dead!
Yeah, that.
Grace, just calm down and we'll talk.
What's even more messed up is that the two Jerrys are so used to this at this point that they were feeling that kind of way right next to two dismembered bodies.
No!
She runs from the office.
Grace!
Oh, great! Gosh darn son of a gun! Go after her!
But the bodies!
I'll handle it!
Outside, the sun sinks over the horizon. In the locked blue cabin, Pete lays on his cot.
Oh man, this sucks. What am I supposed to do for the rest of the summer?
He kicks the wall in frustration. When he does, one of the wooden boards comes loose and falls to the floor.
Is Abstinent Camp happen before Nerdy Prudes Must Die, or is this just me getting to know the characters? I'm wondering if we're going to go to school with these two characters now, or will they be on separate timelines?
Behind it, a hiding spot. There's something inside, covered in cobwebs. Pete reaches in and pulls out a 20-year-old pornographic magazine.
I wonder how long I was talking on mute, or if I did talk on mute. Let me see. I'm wondering if... Oh, no, I muted myself after talking. Good girl, Ashley. Good job. I bet the magazine is Ted's magazine. Different timeline, duly noted.
He flips it open. There's something written on the first page. Property of Theodore Spankovsky. A tear comes to Pete's eye. He holds the magazine to his chest.
He's with me always. Well, you know what they say? Never waste a locked door.
Pete opens the magazine. He unbuckles his belt. And an axe head bursts through the cabin door.
Holy shit! It's Lumberax! He's real!
A foot kicks through the splinters, and Steph peers inside.
Zip it up, Spankowski. We're busting out of here.
Right! She tosses the axe and takes off. Pete goes to follow her. Then he stops. He turns back to the dirty magazine and grabs it. Elsewhere, Grace runs for her life. She barrels through the woods, Girl Jerry hot on her heels.
Grace, come back! Stay away from me!
Grace's foot catches a root and she crashes to the dirt. She looks up to see Girl Jerry standing over her.
I'm not gonna hurt you, Grace. I want to help you. All I ever wanted was to help you kids. In a way, that's all he wants too. He just takes things a little too far sometimes.
Crunch, crunch. Steph and Pete rush through the darkness, kicking up leaves. Do you know where we're going?
I have no clue.
I don't know, maybe this isn't such a good idea. I mean, how big is Witchwood Forest anyway?
My dad says it's as big or small as it needs to be.
What's that supposed to mean?
Shh. Do you hear that?
In the distance, a voice. It's Boy Jerry, dragging a heavy, wet bag, muttering to himself.
All right, you campers, keep up. I got a special activity planned for you two.
The Jerry
Hide and
cuckoo.
seek. Hold the seek.
Steph and Pete watch him empty the sack into a freshly dug ditch. Mary and Noah's body parts tumble into the hole.
Oh my god.
Who's there?
Boy Jerry whirls around, shining his flashlight into their faces.
Steph and Peter, out of your bunks. Looking for a good spot to partake in some hanky-panky?
He advances. Steph recoils.
Stay back, Pete. He's crazy.
Well, if you two can't keep your hands to yourself, I'll cut him off!
Boy Jerry pulls his shovel from the ground. He raises it above his head and leaps for Steph and Pete. Swipe! He swings the shovel. They dive from its path. He rounds on Pete, brandishing the tool like a spear. He lunges. Peter instinctively dodges and grabs the shovel's handle. All those years of training with that shake weight pay off as Pete starts jerking the shovel back and forth, until Boy Jerry loses his grip. He stumbles back and wham! Pete smacks him across the face with the shovel's blade. Boy Jerry rolls to
Look at Mariah's face. She's trying not. She did laugh. She broke a little bit here.
back and forth until Boy Jerry loses his grip. He stumbles back and wham! Pete smacks him across the face with the shovel's blade. Boy Jerry rolls to the ground with a bloody lip. Pete stands over him, triumphantly.
Never tangle with the Spankovsky.
With his opponent down, Pete raises the shovel and tries to break it across his thigh. Crunch! Something snaps, but not the tool's hand.
Oh, I think I broke my leg.
Pete falls to the floor in immense pain. Steph rushes over.
Yeah.
Leg.
Something snaps, but not the tool's hand.
Oh, I think I broke my leg.
Pete falls to the
I love that line delivery. His head gets long and he goes, "Oh, I think I broke my leg." He's such a good his faces are so great.
floor in immense pain. Steph rushes over.
Yeah. Feels messed up. But you looked real cool right up until the end there.
Tripped at the finish line. Story of my life.
Steph touches his face, gently.
Hey. I'm not into jocks.
She leans in and kisses it. Pete closes his eyes. He kisses back. They part, smiling. Then a chill runs down Steph's spine. She can see her breath hang in the air.
Did it just get cold out here?
Steph and Pete turn to find a figure looming over them. 8 feet tall at least. He's dressed in tatters. He's stinking and heaving with anger. In his huge hands, a gleaming blade. Their jaws drop. Their eyes go wide. It's him. It's Lumberax!
somebody was asking me what I thought of this puppet. It's really cool. I keep wondering if there's a body to this puppet. I will say it's if I would have seen this in a darker, more horrific way, it would have been a lot more creepier. I don't want it to be creepier, but that's just my preference. Like, it's doing the job really well, and the comedy is doing a really good job of balancing it out. And for me to just accept, like, that's Axeman for you.
Mad Woodsman swings his axe. Steph and Pete roll away. The axe pounds into the ground. Steph grabs Pete's arm and helps him to his feet. The teens take off into the woods. Lumberax pries his weapon from the earth. Boy Jerry looks up and orders,
Get him, Lumby!
Elsewhere, Grace scurries backwards as girl Jerry approaches.
I was young when I had him, and a counselor at Abstinence Camp. What would people say if they found out I'd had a child out of wedlock? I'd be ruined. So you see, I had to keep him a secret. I raised him out here, in the woods. I taught him to survive on berries and tree sap. But there's something about Witchwood Forest. Things grow here. They grow fast and big and different. Little Jerry was over 6 feet by the time he turned 2. We try to teach him about the importance of abstinence. And we try to teach Jerry was over 6 and different. Little Jerry was over 6 feet by the time he turned 2.
Her kid's name is Jerry Jr. JJ.
2. We try to teach him about the importance of abstinence. And he really took the lessons to heart. It wasn't what I intended. I gave him the axe to chop firewood. That's all. I never thought he'd use it to...
A scream in the distance. Grace recognizes the voice.
Steph!
Oh, God! It's happening again!
Grace scrambles to her feet and takes off in Steph's direction. Peter limps along, hanging from Steph's side.
Come on, Pete. Keep up.
I'm trying!
Try harder.
Whoosh! Something whips past their faces and slams into a nearby tree. It's the shovel, and it's just missed him. Yards off, Lumberex stands, having thrown the tool. Not to kill, just to taunt. He grips his axe handle and stomps forward. Whomp, whomp.
All right.
Steph grabs the shovel and pulls it from the tree. The Mad Woodsman charges, raising his blade. Steph runs for him at full speed.
Fuck you, Lumberax!
Squish! She jams the shovel into his chest. She leans forward, driving the blade deeper, but it doesn't get far. Smack!
Okay, talking about the puppetry, that eyeball is really cool. And I have a feeling that Joey is probably the puppeteer of this, right?
Lumberax backhands her. She hits the ground.
Steph!
She skids through the underbrush, rolling to a stop. Lumberax looks down at the shovel protruding from his sternum. He plucks it out with ease and breaks it across his thigh.
Oh, he makes it look easy.
As a bruised Steph struggles to stand, Lumberax heads straight for her.
Hey! Leave her alone!
Pete starts after them, but can't make it on his hurt leg. He desperately flails, trying to divert Lumberax's attention.
I'm over here!
He starts throwing things. Stones, sticks, the halves of the broken shovel.
I'm right here!
With nothing left to throw, Pete hurls Ted's porno mag at Lumberax. It lands on the ground, flipping open. Lumberax sees it and stops, dead in his...
Okay, because he is humanish, right? I mean, he was born human and then the forest messed him up, but he's got human issues too. I have to watch my words sometimes. But okay, the eye was really cool on this puppet, and then so I got distracted by a child. I'm sorry. Here we go.
tracks. He covers his glassy green eye, trying to shield himself from the smut on the page.
Nick made that puppet. Well, no wonder why y'all are curious as to what I think. That's insane. I was under the impression that I'm also getting red versus blue vibes, which remind me of Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan Kenobi vibes. Star Wars colors. So it's really cool. We're seeing that dichotomy of him battling himself. Okay, wait a second. I'm getting distracted and lost. Backing up. This is a really cool scene.
Lumberjack sees it and stops, dead in his tracks. He covers his glassy green eye, trying to shield himself from the smut on the pages.
Steph! The porn! It's his weakness! He can't look at it!
Steph stumbles to her feet. She rushes for the magazine. She grabs it and thrusts it toward Lumberjack.
Oh yeah? How do you like that, huh? Look at that sinful shit!
The porn in her hands, Steph advances, and Lumberjack recoils.
It's working, Steph!
She backs Lumberjack against a tree. He falls to his knees, afraid, cowering at the sight of sex. Just when Steph thinks she's won, that she's tamed the Woodsman, Lumberjack drives his huge hands into the ground. He takes hold of the tree's roots and starts to pull. The earth shakes beneath them. Slowly, Lumberjack stands, ripping the tree from the ground.
Holy shit.
Lumberjack lifts the tree above his head and hurls it at Steph. It flies through the air. Steph dives. The tree...
Oh, that's something I wanted to comment on last time, but I was so distraught in the head. Also, that's really cool that Nick and Matt made all of the puppets. That's insane. It sounds like they picked up a hobby and wanted to do that. That's really awesome. Oh yeah, bye Zelly. The last one, I was really surprised that they survived. There weren't as many deaths. I fully, and when I watch a Nightmare Time episode, I'm fully expecting everyone to just die. Same thing with the show. So when they don't die, it's really interesting.
He comes crashing down.
Steph! Steph!
When the dust settles, the magazine's in shreds, and Steph is pinned under a branch. Lumberjack rises to his full height. He plows forward. He raises his axe. Steph winces, and...
No! My gal. Grace Chastity, everyone. Coming in for a win.
Grace throws herself between Steph and the mad woodsman. He stares down at Grace. He cocks his head.
And I feel like the Axemen start liking Grace too. Is there a weird thing there too?
But his axe does not fall. Boy Jerry appears from the dark.
What are you waiting for? Kill them! All of them. They're all disgusting little perverts.
Except for Grace. Grace is not. And why does he want them all dead? What's wrong with Boy Jerry?
Not me! There's one thing you better hurry up and know about Grace Chastity. I'm the biggest prude you'll ever meet!
She's lying. She's a dirty girl.
I'm not!
She looks into Lumberjack's glassy eye.
And you can tell, can't you? That's why you won't harm me.
Boy Jerry stomps, commanding.
Do it, little Jerry!
You think I just wear a swimsuit in the shower at camp? No way! It's a house rule, too! No one is seeing this until I'm married. Not even me.
Boy Jerry yells to Lumberjack.
You're gonna plead her over me?
You know how much of a prude I am? I knitted tiny little sweaters for all the crucifix Jesus statues in our house. I get that he's dying for our sins, but he doesn't need to have his nips out when he does it.
You will do as I say, little Jerry. I am your father.
And girl Jerry's his mother.
The Lord said, honor thy mother and father. Now split her skull!
But thou shalt not kill.
Okay, think about it, little Jerry. If boy Jerry and girl Jerry are your mother and father, you know what that means, don't you?
Uh-oh.
It means we prayed to heaven and a stork delivered you to our door.
It means they had sex. They fornicated! In your woods!
Lumberjack rages. He pounds his chest. He swings his blade wildly.
Little Jerry, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself with that thing. I think it's best if you give your old man the axe.
Lumberjack turns to his father and gives him the axe all right between the eyes.
I was wondering why Axeman hadn't killed his own parents then, but this makes sense. And there goes Papa Jerry.
Blade splits Boy Jerry's skull. Then, with a demon's strength, the woodsman pushes down. His axe glides through Boy Jerry's neck and chest and stomach and groin. Slash, slash. The two halves of Boy Jerry fall to the forest floor with a splat.
Oh my god! What have you done?
Girl Jerry
You're next, Mama Jerry.
appears screaming in terror. She runs to the bloody bits of her lover.
Boy Jerry! Boy Jerry! No!
She glares up to her son. He stares back with vacant, remorseless eyes.
Just finish it, you ungrateful little fuck!
Lumberjack kicks her chest, like a punter kicking a field goal. She flies through the air, smacks into a tree, and explodes. Flop, flop, flop. Bloody chunks rain down. Lumberjack heaves, then stumbles back to Grace. Pete and Steph look on in wonder. Grace faces the woodsman without fear.
I think I understand you. Maybe we understand each other.
Suddenly, Lumberjack lifts his blade. Grace winces. But then, he slowly lowers it, handing it to her. Grace gazes down at the weapon. Then he turns and lumbers back into the woods. The three teens watch him go. Finally safe, Steph pulls Peter to his feet.
Come on, Pete. Let's get out of here.
She starts leading him away when Grace blocks their path.
Not so fast.
Did she just take the axe? Oh no, is she the new one, the new axe man?
The summer's not over yet.
Days later, Grace stands in the Arts and Crafts Pavilion, putting the finishing touches on her project. She turns to a room full of campers.
And that is how you weave a basket. All right, everybody, hop to it.
The kids line up, grabbing strips of cedar bark. They sit around tables, working quietly. One of the campers scratches their head, trying to make sense of it all.
So, the camp directors disappear and we're supposed to pretend nothing happened? Like, this is weird, right?
Just shut up and weave a basket.
Okay, so they survived.
Grace oversees the campers' work. As she does, she
It cracks me up that Grace is in charge.
absentmindedly sharpens her axe.
I anxiously await Abstinence Camp all year long, and I am not gonna let a few bumps in the road spoil my summer. For the next few weeks, we're gonna have some good, wholesome.
Angela loves this role and this scene right here where she can pet her axe while she has Grace chastity and demanding that they weave a basket. You know, Angela loves this. Bye. Night-night.
Fun. Or else.
Another kid grumbles.
Who put her in charge?
You don't want to know. Outside, at the edge of the tree line, A hulking figure watches. He nods his mighty head in approval. At long last, his woods are clean. For now.
For now. Okay, let's see this song.
He's got the size that humbles. He's got the hands that rumble. He's got the steps that crumble ground. Oh, the sound. He's got his mind on the liver. You know when he will deliver. He's not your daddy's lumberjack. Oh, he's the X-Men. Oh my God. These woods belong to him, and we're all at his peril. If you see him, then you cross the line.
Do y'all see that? That it wasn't just Jay Hughes that sang Perky Buds. It was also Joey Richter.
Get lost inside those demon eyes. No good is left in him. Not a god but a devil, evil with a damn design. Watching nerds run for their lives. He's got the size that humbles. He's got the hands that rumble. He's got...
Okay, yeah. Corey Doris and Bryce Charles are singing again. I figured, but it's nice to see it.
The steps that crumble ground. Oh, the sound. He's got the time for trouble. He's got the mind of a psycho. He's bound to stab you in the back. Oh, he's the X-Man. Oh my God, he's the
Oh my God, he's the... I'm definitely gonna want to add that song to my rep. Oh, I bet that. Oh, don't play it. No. That's next time. That's next time. Did y'all have fun? What do y'all think? Tell me all the things. Stop screen sharing. Stop screen sharing. Well, that's really bad. That's fine. What do y'all have to say? Oh, okay. So that's funny. I was gonna go listen to Axeman over and over and over again. Starkid wants to listen to Virginity Rocks on repeat now. Grace, Chast. Every time I see an axe now, I'm gonna think of Axeman giving it to Grace. It belongs to Grace now. It's in her hands. You can't wait any longer for Nerdy Prudes Must Die. It will happen this week. I'm actually, because I only have one more Nerdy Prudes, I'm thinking that you're going to get your first episode on Friday or Saturday. So this is the week that Nerdy Prudes shall happen. Nerdy Prudes Must Die this week. They shall die by Grace Chastity's axe. Yes, if this was, I liked this one. This was fun. I think Time Bastard and Honey Queen actually is still are my favorites. Time Bastard has been my favorite thus far. Yay. I'm glad that we had a little birthday party for Val today. Yellow Jacket. So I'm thinking, let's just take a look-ski at my schedule. Oh, I'm glad that you like it, Jules. I'm glad that, wait, two more episodes in one. Is it in one? Do I have one more live? How long are these? So 2 more episodes of this, technically 3, but Daddy and Killer Truck are on the same video. Okay. So then with that said, I will most likely, looking at my schedule, I'm thinking same time, definitely on Wednesday. And I'm thinking that we will most likely do a live tomorrow as well at let's try. Let's put me, I probably should not tomorrow. Let's see how long these episodes are.
So this one is 2 hours and I talk. Probably not tomorrow. Definitely on Wednesday then. So Wednesday we'll start at 1:30 p.m. CT, my time. Sorry, I'm just putting it in. And then probably Thursday. Yes. Yes to Thursday. There we go. Yes. So Wednesday and Thursday at 1:30 p.m. our normal time. We started 30 minutes later than usual today. Okay, so if I start Nerdy Prudes Must Die before Yellow Jacket, I mean, is there anything else that I really need to watch? You can still have I'm still planning on the lives no matter what. Let's see. Oh, I want to see the chat. There we go. Yay, I'm glad you guys had fun. If I start, you're going to love Daddy, one of your least favorite characters from Black Friday. Daddy is my least favorite episode. Oh, really? I think so far Perky Buds has been my least favorite episode. One of my least favorite characters from Black Friday. As for me, Daddy is the most really more uncomfortable than Perky Buds. Okay, so is Daddy, I'm glad. Cute thing, John in a stream looked so comfy, visibly cringing at the way he talks to Girl Cherry later in the episodes. I know. I bet. Ooh, y'all are popping in. I can understand not liking Daddy, but on the other hand, lots of Jamie Lynn. Okay. This got the main intros you need. Okay, cool. So am I good to start filming and reacting to Nerdy Prudes then? Because if so, I can probably guarantee a reaction then on by Friday. I didn't watch in PT at all and didn't feel lost about anything in Nerdy Prudes Must Die, though I get people wanting you to see some Grace first. I will say that I think I really enjoyed having some Grace time before the show is exciting. Awesome. Any lore that I didn't pick up on that I should have learned from these last few episodes? I'll probably miss the live. Yeah, I'm thinking Wednesday and Thursday. Yay! I'm so excited, and I'm really excited for the channel decor change. It's like when you change your room colors, I really feel that way. It's really fun watching like when I changed it for the guy who didn't like musicals and we went blue, and gradually my channel would, every time I would visit the channel, it would show more and more blue, and it was just it was a progress color thing for me too. Was really excited. Yay, I'm ready. Y'all have done me ready. We're ready to go. I showed Nerdy Prudes Must Die to a friend and knew nothing about Star Kid, and they loved it. Awesome. In the ending of Black Friday, Ted and Pete were holding hands. Aww. You know what? I want to see it.
Let's talk on the moon.
Do you all see what I see? What I know, what I see? Do you all see the memories tomorrow reminds me? Tomorrow won't come. Burns to break the dawn.
Okay, so I see Ted. Bye, Kieran. Thanks for hanging. I see Ted there.
And take the night away. What if tomorrow What if tomorrow comes to stay? What?
And it's really cool now that I know I understand the timelines, because we're getting that at the end of this. So we're kind of, she sees all the possibilities because she has this power. So she's seeing all of them.
What if tomorrow? What if?
So I'm guessing, well, is Jeff Blim playing Pete, or is that Jeff Blim's the boss from the guy who didn't like musicals?
If tomorrow? What if tomorrow?
And that is he's just a hooded guy, but that hooded guy I'm pretty sure was in this last one.
What if tomorrow dawn? What if tomorrow comes? What if tomorrow comes to break and take the night?
Oh, he's Pete.
Away. What if tomorrow? What if tomorrow comes to break and there's no one to stay? What if tomorrow? What if tomorrow comes?
And then there's Hannah looking at all of it. So they're in a line and Hannah's the one looking at all of it. I understand the ending of Black Friday so much better now. Kurt has the squirrel in his pocket, which is okay. He's holding it. Cool. Bye, y'all. Enjoy dinner. Peanuts. Yeah, the boss, Mr. Davidson. Yeah. So that's what I thought. Also known as the hot chocolate boy from the guy who didn't like musicals. Oh. Yeah.
And takes the night away.
This song hits so good still.
What tomorrow?
Here we go.
15 seconds left.
Yeah. Okay, so Ted, Charlotte, and Pete, but Interesting. Yeah, that's definitely Charlotte too, huh? Wow. And then let's watch him die.
9, 7,
5,
3,
2.
What if tomorrow?
All right. Okay. Wow. Okay. What if tomorrow comes to break the dawn and make Okay. How are we feeling? I feel like we thoroughly watched some things today. Things that I didn't expect to see, but I still feel fulfilled after watching a whole episode of Nightmare Time. I love that this series came out. It probably brought a lot of joy during the COVID era. The only reason Charlotte survived from the fire was because of the magic hat. There's lots of things that I'm probably going to go back and watch Black Friday all the way through now. That's probably something you'll want to see. But nope, I didn't miss it. Forever Degenerate. I saw it. I was just, that Yellow Jacket's probably the only one. So I'm not going live tomorrow, but I will go live on Wednesday and on Thursday. And then on Friday and Saturday, or this weekend, you can expect to see some nerdy prudes. I'm so excited. What are you guys most excited for? I'm going to go ahead and end it here. But I had so much fun. Thanks for going on this journey with me and bearing with me through some certain parts. And I hope you guys have a great day. And I'll sing with you guys soon. Bye.